Welcome, everybody. It's Crossing the Streams here on the Loading Ready Run Hyper Entertainment Network. We've all gotten together to try to play a little bit of a board game. We should have a stream for those, I think.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Maybe some sort of different branding for it. I mean, it's nice every once in a while to get away from the keyboard. Maybe we could do something with that. I don't know.
That's yeah. I think everyone will. It sounds like a pretty good idea. We should have a board game stream.
Let's be honest here, though. Saying away from keyboard at this point would be filthy lying. You all have a keyboard right in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm Beej. It's Crossing the Streams tonight. I want to welcome my three compatriots with me. Go down the line. Introduce yourselves too.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a compatriot of Beej, and I'm excited to play Bored games.
Hold on. I'm Surge. I thought that was going to be more dramatic, but it didn't.
Put your hand right
cool.
in front of the mic when you
I
did.
know. And then
Yeah.
but I did this
I'm
cool
Surge.
thing. Look, 666. I thought it was going to be like,
all right, yeah.
like I don't know, like a JoJo thing. Like,
Hey
That's
Serge,
me.
could you do more full body JoJo poses while we can only see your head and shoulders? That would be great. Thanks.
Yeah. You can't tell, but his legs are like 360'd around each other, and like.
I've been stretching for a week for this pose, and it's shoulder up. Oh man, I'm out.
I should do that.
Stretch.
And-
for a week.
And who else is here?
Oh, and I'm here. Hi. All right, let's go.
Hi, Kathleen.
It's
We're playing Dice Throne
Kathleen!
tonight. We're playing Dice Throne tonight, and I'm going to elect Ben to give us the run through on how this works. I want to thank everybody who's supporting us on Twitch and on YouTube, and of course on Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. There, got that out of the way. You can see it down below. Ben, why don't you run us through how Dice Throne works?
Yeah, so Dice Throne, for anybody that hasn't seen it be played or hasn't heard of it, can kind of be likened to like Magic the Gathering Yahtzee, effectively. We are going to be doing heads-up games. You can actually play this with multiple players, but we've elected to just sort of do the 1v1 kind of style play, and the goal is to reduce your opponent's health to 0 from 50. And you do that doing various attacks by combining dice, kind of like you would in a game of Yahtzee. So I'm gonna quickly just sort of go over the turn order. There are 8 phases, but it's kind of one of those games where one of the phase is kind of where most of the stuff happens. And you can kind of do it in any order you want. So we'll go through that. So the first kind of step is the upkeep step. Basically that is where any sort of like things that happen before you take your turn kind of take effect. And then we proceed right away into the income phase, and this would be kind of the draw phase. During the income phase, you get 1 combat point. Each of us is going to be starting with 2. And you also get to draw a card. And combat points are basically how you spend the cards that you will be drawing. They're all kinds of effects, and we can go through those in just a little bit. And after you've done the income phase, you go to the main phase, which is where most of the stuff is going to happen. During the main phase, you could do things like in the card, it's basically the cards. You can do ability upgrades. So that would be cards like this. Honestly, yeah, great. Thanks, Paul. If you go to the top down, you can see our boards. These are all the various sorts of attacks we have, as well as a defensive ability in the bottom right-hand corner. And you can play an upgrade that would just basically go like, this is Death Blossom. It would go over top of my Death Blossom attack and upgrade it. And you can see in the corner that this costs 2 combat points to do. So I would subtract the amount of combat points, pop that over, and then it stays as a permanent sort of upgrade. There are also cards that are sort of like instant kind of things that you can do during other phases. Those are denoted with a red sort of border. And then there are orange cards that go specifically when you're doing your offensive rolling phase. So after you've kind of done any sort of those sorts of things, you can also sell your cards if you would like. to gain 1 CP. So all that means is you just discard a card and boom, you would get yourself a combat point. So after you've done any of those kinds of things, you move on to the offensive roll phase, and that's for whoever the active player is at the time. So they're going to go ahead and they get 3 total dice rolls. So you would roll your dice, and at any point you could be like, all right, I'm going to keep these ones and I'm going to keep rolling.
That's a good roll. Holy crap.
That's not a bad roll. Yeah,
that's
right
literally
out the gate.
Death Blossoms.
That's literally Death Blossom. Hey. So if I did want to, I could just be like, yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Death Blossom attack. So then there's kind of an in-between phase called the targeting phase, but because we're kind of doing heads up, that phase doesn't really matter. So if I was like, Beej, I'm coming at you, I'm using this Death Blossom attack, what I have to do now is roll 5 dice. I'll literally just do it right now. If I roll 5 dice, it says deal 1 damage for every little katana. I guess it's called a ninjato. Ninjato. Plus 2 damage. Plus 2. Wait. Deal 1 times the amount of ninjatao, or 2 times the amount of ninja stars. So in this case, there'd be 6 there. And if I roll any of these, the mask, the attack becomes undefendable. Let's say I didn't do that because we want to say that Beej is actually able to do his defensive thing. So if I did that, how much damage would be coming through is 8. So I'd be like, Beej, 8 damage is coming towards you, and that's the offensive rolling phase. Now it proceeds to the defensive defensive rolling phase, in which Beej gets to use his defensive ability. So let's just say it's coming at me, so we don't have to switch through these or whatever. So,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, let's say I'm attacking myself. So my defensive ability is called Shade Shift, and what it says is defense roll 3, which means I roll 3 dice. Okay, for every little sword dealie, the Ninja Tao, I deal 1 damage. And it'll have different things depending on what I roll. So let's say, again, like I was attacking myself. What the end result of this would be is that I would take 8 damage. And if this was Beej's roll, if he was also playing the ninja, he would take that 8 damage, and he would be returning 3 damage towards me. And we'd adjust our combat point or our health as that went on. And
so your
then
defense isn't a defense. Your defense is also an attack on your character specifically?
Yeah, it is not. Wow. Yeah, it is not always some sort of like negate damage. Some characters will have that. Mine is more of a like, don't touch me or I hurt you back. Kind of a dealio. Yeah, I've got multiple pointy things on my person. So after we've resolved all that sort of combat-y stuff, there's a second main phase. And it's identical to the first one. You can play any upgrades or any cards that are able to be played in a main phase, as denoted by like that blue sort of border on them. And then once I'm good and I'm ready to go, the final phase is the discard phase, which is if you have any cards more than 6 in your hand, you have to discard down to 6. Fortunately, though, discarding those does still give you those combat points. So if I had 8 and I discarded down to 6, that means I would get 2 combat points at the end. Any cards you use go to a discard pile. Once you go through it, you just get to like reshuffle up and all that kind of jazz. And then the play would proceed to my opponent. In this case, it would be Beej. And that's essentially how the play goes. It just goes back and forth, us punching each other until one person's declared the ultimate winner. Did I get everything there, Beej?
Yeah, I think that's everything. And there's a lot of like, just so it's clear, we're playing by the Dice Throne Rules version 2.2. If you want to follow along, those are the ones you can find on the website. Please don't yell rule things at us, because we're playing this. I get to say it now. RELaxed.
Yes,
we're gonna make mistakes. Yeah.
We are going to make mistakes and stuff. What's funny is like Ben rolled a perfect roll right off the top. Technically, if I wanted to do something to change his roll, because you can play interrupts and stuff, and you'll see that as it goes, he can be like, oh, that's cool. Well, then I'm just going to go ahead and use my next 2 rerolls that I have. You can technically do stuff like that, and that's very rulesy, and we'll see that as the game plays its way out. I want to thank Roxley Games for sending this to us. Actually, this is season 1 re-rolled. This is part of their Kickstarter for Dice Throne Adventures, and we also have season 2 as well. I believe Roxley sent us that as well, and they've been very nice to us. This is not a sponsored stream. This is just me saying they've been very nice to us, and they've been sending us stuff every so often. and it's been a lot of fun to play the game. So what we'll do, because it looks like Beej and Ben is already set up, it's going to be the two of us are going to play first. Then we'll have Serge and Kathleen play in the second round, and then if there's a time for a winner's bracket, we'll do a winner's bracket, and if there's time for a not winner's bracket, we'll do a not winner's bracket.
Just call it losers.
I didn't want to
get in, not winners. We're going shopping.
Yeah.
Get it. We're gonna drown our sorrows with more dice rolling.
The participation round.
Yeah. I guess let's get into it.
Yeah, let's rumble.
Let's roll.
Oh, that would have been way better. Yeah.
Oh, Kathleen.
So to decide who goes first, we both have to roll a dice, and whoever rolls highest gets to go first.
Sure. Do you want to roll like 2 dice?
I'm gonna roll 1. You can roll 1.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Then I will. I'll start us off then. So. Go ahead.
And just so everybody knows that that the at the beginning of the game, the person who starts, according to the rules, does not get to do an income phase at all.
Yes. Yeah. We don't get that initial draw. And we each kind of, as you can see on the overlay, we've got 50 health to start. We've got 2 combat points, and we each start with 4 cards in our hand. So, I guess upkeep phase, nothing happens because the game just started. I'm going to go right into my main phase.
All right.
Boy, I should have looked at the cards that I drew at the start.
How about that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we know that I have that Death Blossom in the start because I use that for the. I don't know. Should I just upgrade my things right at the go? Is that a good play? Well, you know what? I have this one card. It's called Vegas, baby. I roll 1 dice and I gain half the value of it rounded up as combat points.
Oh man!
I rolled a 6, so I'm gonna get 3 combat points.
Damn! What a start!
Jesus!
All right,
Does
seems
that
good.
card require any combat points to play?
It doesn't. It's 0.
Yep.
Ah,
It's a free card.
that's not very Vegas-like. You just always win.
Yeah. There's well, that's the thing, but the house always wins. Well, in that case, I'm going to actually use 2 of those new points to upgrade my Death Blossom. It's like what it was before, but better. So I guess also while I'm going through, I'm playing the ninja. And its sort of deal appears to be using ninjutsu to amplify the amount of damage I do and apply poisons. Delayed poison's kind of a reoccurring thing, which is basically a debuff that I throw on Beej that at the end of his turn, for each stack of it, and it can stack to a maximum of 2, he takes 3 damage.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then ninjutsu, I can spend ninjutsu basically to add a dice to the roll, and depending on what I roll, it does a thing. And then I also have smoke bombs, which allow me to basically negate all damage if I roll correctly. That's all I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do on my main phase. So let's get to the fun part, which is rolling dice. Now I used my good roll, I think, during the explanation.
Right.
What do I have here? Okay, so I have 2 swordies and 3 Death Blossoms. I could try to go for this walk the line.
3 shrunken
Sure, yeah. What did I say?
Death Blossoms.
Oh.
It's like,
Man.
wait a minute, hang on.
Hey, I haven't played Overwatch in years. I'm super close to death. I could try just to roll this 1 dice.
Die.
Die. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
Yeah. there's three ninja taos on these dice, so I'm gonna try that.
2.
Okay. Oh God, what happens if I have nothing?
Then nothing happens.
Oh right, slash. It'll end up being like, oh yeah, nothing will end up happening.
Yeah.
Okay, well, come on, baby. Oh my God. So,
Do you have anything that grants you stuff on 3 of a kind? Because if you have 5, 5, 5, that's 3 of a kind.
No. Oh, wait, but I do have So Wild. It's gonna cost me 2 CP to use during this phase, and changes the value of any 1 dice. So
to whatever you want.
To whatever I want. So I'm gonna actually turn it to this sortie, and
Here we go.
yeah, I got there. And hey, look, I'm back down to 2 combat points. I'm going to use Death Blossom 2 at Beach. So I roll 5 dice. And all right. So for each sortie, it deals 1 damage. So that's 3. For each one of these, it deals 2. So that goes up to 5. And if I have the mask, the attack becomes undefendable.
Jesus.
Yikes.
I may, if I want, re-roll up to 2 of these dice as well.
That's nice.
So I don't think there's any reason not to re-roll these 2 sorties. So
to try and get the shurikens out of it?
Yeah, okay. So there we go. That did work out. So 2 and then 4. So 6 undefendable damage is going towards Beach.
So does undefendable mean Beej literally doesn't get to roll?
So Beej doesn't get to do his defensive roll. However, if he has cards that can do some sort of negation or like abilities, then yes, he could use those, I believe.
Yeah, it's undefendable damage is not defendable, like you can use a defensive ability against. But it is avoidable, and it is enhanceable.
Yes. Which means if I had a card that I could enhance the amount of damage, I could do that. Or if Beach had an avoidance card, he could do that.
And I have no way to avoid this. I have no status abilities or anything up that can allow me to do that either. So I am going to take 8, was it?
You are taking 6.
I'm taking 6. So I go down
Yikes.
to 44. And I'll adjust my little guy as well.
All right.
That's why they give you 50, because you can swing in for like 18, and it's like, oh, if it was 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm going to move on to main phase 2. I want to keep the 1 card I've got left in my hand, and I'm not going to discard anything discard phase, so I'm going to pass it to Beej.
Okay. All right, so it's income phase, because during upkeep, there's nothing that goes on for me. I don't have any status effects that I either have to clear or do anything else. So income phase, I gain 1 combat point. So we're going to up me to 3. And I get to draw a card. So I draw a card.
So you're playing the Moon Elf. What's the Moon Elf's deal?
So the Moon Elf, it's arrows and feet and moon. So the Moon Elf's
arrows and
feet.
They're very agile. They're very agile, and so my special abilities, negative ones that would go against my opponent, are blind, entangle, and targeted. Blind would prevent you from, may prevent you from even attacking me. That's a dice roll to figure out. Entangle means you get 1 less chance to roll, and targeted means that you would get more damage. And then evasive means that I can straight up, like, I can avoid damage altogether.
You could avoid undefendable damage, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
cool.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
It's and also Moon Elf isn't the only character in all of Dice Throne that has evasive as an ability, or even blind. Like some of these abilities can be shared by other characters. So I'm out of income. I've drawn my card. In main phase, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to immediately spend... hang on. I'm going to immediately spend... yeah, let's do that. I'm going to immediately spend 2 combat points, bringing me down to 1, to upgrade my Exploding Arrow to Exploding Arrow 2.
Okay.
What does it do better? Not a lot.
More explosions.
It can double a bit of damage depending on what it is I would roll. And so it's not much of an upgrade, but hey, it's an upgrade. You never know when that's going to hurt. And then I don't need to play any. I don't have any main phase action cards that I need to spend right now, so we're going to move right into offensive roll. And here is my rolling tray.
Oh.
Which was was a pack in with the DTA Kickstarter, so I thought I would bring it home. Also, the playmat is the Treant. I don't actually have any playmats, so I had to.
I was going to say it works very well with the theme here.
Yeah. So offensive roll phase. I get to roll all 5 to start with. Let's see what we get here. I've got 2 and 3 and 2 and 3, so that's 4 arrows immediately and a foot. Is that good for anything right off the top? That might be a longbow. Let's see what happens if I roll one more. That's 5.
Ooh, all right.
So that's technically longbow at 5. Do I want to try rolling any? Do I want to re-roll anything just because I'm an idiot? No, I'm just gonna swing through that. That deals 7 damage.
Whew. Okay. All right. Are you passing it to my defensive roll?
I pass it to you. Yes.
All right, so I have Shade Shift, as we saw before, which asks me to roll 3 dice. And also at the bottom it says I may re-roll one of these dice if I want to.
Oh, crap.
So I got 2 shurikens and a ninja tau, which would basically return 5 damage to you.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll this on the off chance that maybe I return 6 damage. Nope. All right. So I'm gonna take 7 and Beach takes 5.
I think so. Yeah.
Base race.
All right.
Base race.
Give me a second to see if I actually can avoid that. Is preventable the same as avoiding? I have a card that I could use to prevent some damage, but I just want to see if it's actual. Undefendable is only avoidable with cards and status effects. I don't know about prevent. Oh well. You know what? I'll just take it.
All right. I will take 7 and go to 43.
And I take 5 and go to 39.
All right.
All right, this game of Commander's just getting started.
Well, I was like, man, I wonder if we'll get 4 games, but if this is the pace it goes at, me probably, yeah.
And so that brings me to my second main phase. I am going to sit tight. I got nothing else to do. I still only have 4 cards in hand. Don't have to discard. Play passes to Ben.
Alrighty. I'm going to go to upkeep. No upkeep stuff. Income phase. I'm going to gain a combat point. Go to 3. And draw a card. Ooh. Okay. You know what? I see no reason why not to. I'm going to upgrade Slash, which this sort of appears to be your, like, if you kind of scrub out and you only get the bad stuff, you get that. So I'm gonna upgrade Slash, which has a 3 of a kind effect. If I do have 3 of a kind, numbers specifically does say so, even if it's, because it's 1 to 3 for the sword. So if I had 1, 2, 3, it wouldn't do anything. But if I had 3 of a kind, I get a ninjutsu stack. And I have 1 card left. I don't want to use it yet.
How much CP was it to upgrade?
2. Sorry, thank you very much, Serge. So I go to 1 combat point. And yeah, let's go to the roll. Rolling. Hey, this is a familiar one. It's 3 swords and 2. I could just Death Blossom back at Beach again.
How? That's 3 in a row.
Yeah. Now I guess I should kind of look at numbers because I do have 1, 2, and 4. I could try and go for a small straight or a large straight for either Poison Blade or Shadow Fang. Right. So I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna keep these. And let's roll these other 2. I got a 2 and a 4 again.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it again. I got a 1 and a 4. So at minimum, I get to Death Blossom again.
Damn it!
So we Death Blossom in. You're right. So yeah, Death Blossom. I roll. You want to stay on here? There we go. I'm gonna roll 5 dice. All right, I got 3 or 4 sorties and 1 shuriken. I can reroll up to 2, so I'm going to do that. I got 2 masks out of it. So that actually does a special thing.
Yes. It sure does.
So
Poor
interesting.
Beach.
I guess I need to look at this. So okay, so these do
Yep.
2 4 damage. Now it says on mask, this attack becomes undefendable. On double mask, inflict delayed poison. Do I get both of those effects, do you think?
Yes. Every time
Yeah?
there's an on, you have to follow these things in order.
Okay.
If you ever see a line that starts with the word then,
Mm-hmm.
the word then says, wait a second, then do this.
Okay, perfect.
It's like you
So,
provide
yeah.
a quick break for something else to happen.
All right. So this is going to be 4 undefendable damage that also inflicts delayed poison onto
Okay.
you.
I'm just gonna make a note of that.
So I'm gonna take this little stack and I'm gonna put it up. Let's say in this little top corner here to indicate kind of like when we play Magic, we have the enchantments over there. This is being like Beej got some poison on him for the next turn. So delayed poison is at the end of Beej's turn. He's gonna take 3 damage. He can still use cards or effects to avoid that though if he wants.
Right.
So yeah, I'm sending this to you, Beej. Anything you want to do?
How much damage is it again?
4 undefendable.
I will take that.
All right.
That takes me to 35.
Yep. Beej has been inflicted with D poison.
Funny thing about how the turns work too is that I don't technically become poisoned until I start my defensive roll, which is weird.
Yes. Yeah. It's delayed. I have nothing else I want to do during the main phase, so I'm gonna pass it back to you, buddy.
All right. So it's at the end of my turn. So at the end of this turn is when I would suffer delayed poison.
Yes.
Okay. Which is funny because a lot of these effects come into effect during upkeep. So I'm currently delayed poisoned, but I have not suffered from it yet.
Yeah.
And how much do I get how much do I suffer at the end of my turn?
3.
So I would minus 3.
So if you can figure out a way to get rid of that token before your end of your turn, you won't actually take anything.
Cleanse
Absolutely.
yourself.
All right, so upkeep is nothing really yet. We know that's on. I get to gain 1 CP, so we're going to go up combat point to 2. I get to draw a card, so I draw a card from there. And now I have decisions to make. Yeah. Boy, do I have decisions to make.
Yeah, I have a lot of like augmenting and defensive abilities, but right now it's just kind of turned into, haha, I stab you.
Yeah.
Retreat. I'm a ninja. I guess flavor wise, this is on the nose. Really, I'm
Yeah.
stabby and poisony.
And I haven't been that evasive yet, and I really need to start getting evasive. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Getting Paid.
Ooh, okay.
So that's 2 combat. It's basically for 0 combat points. You gain 2 combat points.
Okay. Okay.
Storm is now
Cha-ching.
1.
So I
Yeah.
go up to 4. 4 is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Up to 4.
Beej has his own Black Lotus.
Could you imagine this whole time in like of like the magic jokes and stuff like that? Beej has been just hanging on to like a 10 grade Black Lotus that's just sort of been on his mantle.
Like I got one back in high school, and I
Yeah.
didn't know what it was, but everyone said, "Oh, it's worth like God, you got to hold on to that, man. It's worth like $100." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll hold on to that."
In between anime box sets.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I am going to. Oh God, that's funny.
Do the funny thing.
Yeah, okay, I'll do the funny thing. So, I'm gonna spend 2 combat points.
He's
Okay.
your enemy, Beej. Don't follow his advice.
It's called transference. Transfer 1 status effect token from a chosen player to another chosen player. I transfer delayed poison from me to Ben.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, look,
Got
I'm
him.
poisoned. It me.
Why are you hurting yourself, Ben? Why are you hurting
I know,
yourself?
man. Suboptimal plays, really. I am not pumping.
And I'm gonna also then spend my last 2 combat points to upgrade Blinding Shot to Blinding Shot 2, which Here's the interesting thing about this card is that Blinding Shot was just itself. Blinding Shot 2 adds a whole other attack called Lunar Blessing.
Ooh, okay.
So now I have a completely new thing I can do when I roll my dice.
That's really
that gets
cool.
me out of my main phase.
Time to roll.
Let's roll the dice.
Roll some dice. Roll some dice. Maybe
here we
those
are with
dice.
4 arrows again. Oh, wait, hang on. So I rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Already has the small straight right away.
I have a small straight, and that's called Entangling Shot. That inflicts entangle and does 7 damage right there.
Jeepers,
Oh.
okay.
So we're going to take those out and just put those there for the time being. I haven't done it yet. If I get a large straight, I inflict blind, I gain evasive, and deal 10 damage.
Okay.
Do I take it? Do I go for it?
You got 2
Why
rolls.
wouldn't you?
You have 2 more
Yeah.
rolls. Why not try and go for the large straight, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the
It said
question.
if I entangle
Can it get
you,
worse?
you get 1 fewer roll attempt on your offensive roll phase.
Ooh,
but then you get to
that
take
is
that
good.
off once you've done that once. I'm
But
going to
is
do my
that good
second
if
roll.
I'm naturaling into Death Blossom every single time?
Right? It's like that doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for rule number 2. That's a 6, which is my moon, and that's nothing on its own. I'm going to go for rule number 3. Come on, big 5.
You get there?
That's a 5.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right, so that's a
Oh,
large
God,
straight.
what happens?
Okay, so I inflict blind. So you are now blind. I'm going to just put that
Okay.
over here to make note of that I've sent something to you. I gain an evasive token. So put that down there. And I deal 10 damage.
Jeepers. Okay.
So you have an opportunity now to either alter my roll or say that you're going to start defending.
What does blind do?
So blind means that the next time you're afflicted with this token concludes your offensive roll phase. You have to, it says you remove the blind token and then roll 1 dice.
Okay.
And then if you rolled a 1 or a 2, the roll that you just made, your whole offensive roll phase, fails and nothing happens.
Jeez. Okay. Well, I don't have anything to kind of like to stop that, I guess. However, and now that we're going into my defensive roll phase, I'm gonna do better D. I'm gonna do better
Oh, yeah.
D. It costs 0 CP to use. A chosen player may perform an additional roll attempt of up to 5 dice during their defensive roll phase.
Wow.
So I'm trying to figure this out. So it says an additional roll attempt. So does that mean I'm gonna roll 8? I guess.
Well, okay, so it says
Or
an
is it-
additional roll temp of up to 5D?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you can do an additional roll attempt. I would assume that means that you can either roll all 3 and then you can roll all 3 again, or it means you get to roll 5 now. That's a weird one.
I feel like that means it's like you get an additional roll attempt. That roll attempt can, but your max number of dice is 3 for your defensive roll anyway. So I don't think you can go.
Yeah,
higher
but
than
you
that.
could roll up to 5, I guess.
So
Roll 2.
Yeah, because I have defense roll 5, so if I had that card and played it, then I could roll all 5 of my dice again.
okay.
So
You
chat
get to roll
says
3, and then you get to roll 3 again if you don't like what you got the first time.
Yeah, so like one
So-
additional
oh, okay.
reroll, but which could be up to 5 if you were the kind of person who
So
rolled
I guess
5
maybe
dice.
it would have been better to use this at. Could I take this back and use it? I guess
Yeah.
after this roll. Yeah. Ariel Lax, baby.
Yeah.
We'll because maybe this will be the dankest roll ever. So I'll roll my 3 for Shade Shift. Oh, interesting.
God, that's so good.
I could return 4. So first off, I get to reroll one of these dice. So I'm gonna redo this because I want to try and get double masks. Okay.
So now you could play
it
that
worth-
card and reroll everything if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or reroll.
I guess you know what? Why not? I'm gonna get better D.
All right.
I'm gonna
that's
go
why
out
they
and
say you can roll up to 5 dice. What if you want to keep some of them?
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm actually gonna keep that mask and roll both of these again. Watch, they're gonna turn into 2 swords. It got worse. So I return 3 damage to Beej, and I take 10.
Yep.
And get in blind.
Yes.
And you're evasive.
Yes.
And
I
you're
go down
poisoned. And you're poisoned
And I'm
by your own poison.
Yeah. And I took 3, right?
Oh, yep.
I'm down to 32.
The moon elf showed you her feet, and you were struck blind. That's just
Yeah. I mean, hey, I get it.
So Ben goes to 33, Beej goes to 32. I definitely felt like Ben was running away with this game, and that's a big reversal by Beej that turn.
That's
Holy
a big turn.
moly.
Yeah. All right. Well, to main phase 2 for Beej.
I have nothing else I wish to do on my main phase, and I'm only at 2 cards in my hand, so I pass turn to you.
All right, upkeep phase. Hey, maybe I'll end up passing this back to Beej, and we'll just pass this delayed poison around forever. So we're going to go to income. I'll go up to 2 combat points, draw a card. Interesting. I'm gonna double up. I'm gonna spend 1 combat point to draw 2 cards.
Nice.
Okay.
I love that almost all the cards that I've drawn so far have been cards I'm like, this is great, this is awesome, I love playing this. Like,
I'm going to actually
I have to assume that's what Magic is like.
Yeah. Now you're getting it. I'm gonna sell this upgrade ability to go up to 2, but then I'm gonna actually spend 2 to upgrade my Shade Walk, which also gives me one of those kind of secondary abilities, which is only requires 3 masks instead of 4. It's called Jugulate.
So what happens when what is it, Warren G and ICP do a
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually going to be at the next gathering of the Juggalos in 2023.
Warren G, Nate Dogg, and ICP.
All right, so I got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh.
Pick up sticks.
What am I gonna do here?
oh, so it's just missing a small straight on both sides.
But that's smokescreen.
Oh, that's true. I do have smokescreen. And 2 ninjutsu, and I inflict poison.
Seems decent.
I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to re-roll this 1, because there's also the chance that I could get a 3 here and turn it into a large straight. I got exactly that.
Woo! Let's go!
All right.
Boy, I don't know, because here's the thing.
What are these rolls? Oh my god.
Here's the thing, though. There's a chance that it doesn't happen because I'm blinded.
Oh no!
It's you have a 1/3 chance, so it's 1 or a 2.
Yeah. So can you? So is it only if I guess these are all attacks, right?
Yes, it's like
Yeah.
The next time a player afflicted with this token with blind concludes their offensive roll phase, they must remove the token and roll 1 dice. On 1 or 2, their offensive roll phase fails and has no effect of any kind.
Yeah.
Right. There are some things that just block damage, but the effects will still happen. But in this case, nothing happens.
Yeah.
So regardless of what you end up rolling in your offensive roll phase, you're going to have to do this anyway, unless you have a way of removing blind.
I just need to I need to consult the other side of my thing.
You bet. On the other side of the card, on the leaflet, is a bunch of questions and a fact basically for like very specific things that you can do.
I love that they have like character fact on every character.
Yeah. Doesn't
So-
cover every eventuality, but
The thing that I'm trying to figure out, and I think I can, is if I can use ninjutsu, because it's basically a spend and roll to modify your attack, and the attack gives me 2 ninjutsu with it, and I'm curious if I can actually use the ninjutsu with the attack. I think I can, but on the flip side, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use Shadow Fang,
Okay.
and we're gonna see if it actually happens. So,
all right.
so I need to not roll a 2 or a 3. Is that correct?
Oh, a 1 or a 2 or a 2
you-
or a 3?
Or 2? Oh,
Yeah.
1 or 2. Yeah.
1 or
okay.
2.
Okay. It's a 3. We're okay.
Okay. So
All
let's-
right.
So a then statement, you have a thing where it's like you gain something, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And
So
it says then statements create a break in play during which players may play instant action cards, roll phase action cards, or spend status effects.
Yeah.
Statements following then are always resolved after the statements preceding the then. So once you gain these things, you can literally spend them immediately.
Gotcha. So I gain 2 ninjutsu. And ninjutsu is after attacking, a player with this token may spend it and roll 1 dice. On a 1 to 3, it adds 1 damage. On a 4 to 5, it adds 2 damage. And on a 6, I can either add 2 damage, inflict delayed poison, or make my attack undefendable. So this is a then deal 8 damage after I get it. So this is after attacking. So I guess are you doing anything in response to this 8 damage coming out over to you besides doing your roll, I guess?
No, I am doing nothing to that.
Okay. Or I guess because
I have to defend it.
I guess if I'm doing it, then you know what? Okay, I'll spend this this 1 ninjutsu.
Okay.
Roll a dice. It's a 2, so it's going to add 1 damage, so I'm sending 9 your way.
Okay. I get to defend, correct?
Yes.
All right.
It's the first actually
So-
defendable damage you've done.
That's it's rare. So this is called Missed Me. It's a defense roll 5, and I'll explain what happens if any of these things land. Oh, look at that. This is great. So I've got 3 feet and 2 arrows. So
Okay.
on 2 feet, I prevent half the damage rounded up. How much was it again?
9. So
So
you'd be 5. Would be
I
eventually.
prevent 5 damage coming to me, and for every arrow or every pair of arrows that I have, I deal 1 undefendable damage back.
Okay.
So I take 5, you get 1 undefendable.
Cool.
Anything
right.
you want to modify?
Nope, I have no cards or anything, so yeah, I'm gonna go down to 32.
All right, I take 5. Takes me to
Wait, it
27.
was 9 damage. So are you preventing 5 or
Oh, I prevent 5. That's right.
Oh, right. Sorry, block. You take 4.
I take 4. So I go down to 28. Thank you, Paul.
All right. I have no cards in hand, no combat points. I'm sending it back to you, Beach.
Okay. You have to
What
take
about
delayed
that
poison.
Delayed poison. Yeah.
Right, and I take 3 damage from the poison that was mine, but now yours. So I'm at 29.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Still a close game. Feels real good.
Yeah, I don't know which way this is gonna go. I gotta
Well, you're
hope
not
Beach doesn't
blind
get another
anymore.
god roll. That's true.
does the poison get removed?
It does. Yeah, you remove the token and at the conclusion of their turn, and they receive 3 damage.
Yeah. There are certain status effects that are persistent, and they will say persistent. Okay, so at the beginning of my upkeep, I still have evasive, so that's fine. I guess I could have... I didn't want to evade that. Whatever.
That you sneezed while trying to use the blowgun. Just
Yeah, I like the. That's what happens when you suck on the blowgun instead of blow.
Yeah. So I gain 1 CP. I draw a card. Huh. Neat. Great. Don't want to do anything at all. We move on to my offensive roll phase.
All right.
That is 2, 2, 2, 1, and 4. And that is That's mostly longbow.
Yeah, you could do the ultimate longbow.
Yeah.
It's what, 7?
It's 7, yeah.
Try for something better.
I guess.
I mean, I guess if you roll, you could re-roll like 2 dice and try and get what is it, defensive shot, or the one right to the right of longbow?
Oh yeah.
Demising shot.
Oh wait, that's 2 moons, not 2 feet. Never mind.
Yeah. But I could re-roll 2 of these 2s and try to go for like a large straight again.
Yeah,
Try to get a 3 and a 5.
that was a pretty devastating attack. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to put these 3 on my board just to keep them safe. It's my second roll. I rolled a 3. We're up to a small straight. That's not bad. Third roll. That's a 6. Okay, so we rolled a small straight.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else I want to do with these 5 here. There's nothing I can do with those 5. Okay, so I rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an entangling shot. It will inflict entangle and deal 7 damage.
Jeepers. All right.
And those things happen at the same time, I believe, because they don't say then.
Yep.
It just says
So I got no cards in hand, so I can't respond with anything beyond my shade shift.
Okay, so I'm going to inflict entangle and deal 7 damage. So when you defend, yeah, I don't think you take. Wait, entangle. Hang on, I was looking at targeted. I don't know why. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay,
It's an
cool.
attack thing, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a offensive roll thing. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Deal 7 damage, inflict entangle.
All right, I'm rolling for some shade shift. I got 2 shuriken and 1 mask. I really want that second mask. I really want it, Beej. Give me the second mask video
Heart of the
board
dice.
game.
Heart of the dice.
It got worse again. Well, 3 damage back at Beej.
All right. I take those 3. I go down
And
to
I'm
25.
And
You
I'm
take
down to
7.
22.
And you are now entangled.
What does this do?
A player afflicted with this token gets 1 fewer roll attempt during their next offensive roll phase.
Yike. Okay.
But when you are done with that roll phase completely, you can remove the token.
All right. Good. Okay.
Let's see. I moved to my second main. Still nothing I want to do. And yeah, I got 3 cards in hand. I pass the turn.
All right. Upkeep. Nothing happening here. Income. Gonna get a combat point and draw. Okay. Interesting. So I get 1 fewer roll. That's the idea for entangle.
Yes.
Does it matter though if I just get my ultimate ability? Wow, not even close.
That'd have been good though, eh?
That would have been really cool. That would have been one for the highlight reel. So I have 1, 2, 3, 3, 5. A bunch of swords.
You could slash him.
Yeah, slash is kind of the weakest attack. I'm gonna take this 3 and this 1. And re-roll these, I guess. Because then I could either get a... actually, sorry, hold on. Yeah, I'll do just these 2, I suppose. It's tough with only 1 re-roll, but where has not being greedy ever gotten me? Okay, well, so that's all I got. Which would just be, I think, a slash going to Beej's way. It's 2 2s, 3 3, 2 2, 3 3, 5. Huh. Yeah, I guess I'm just slashing Beej for 6 damage. Doesn't feel very good. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna slash at Beej, and I'm gonna spend my other ninjutsu token.
Oh.
It's just an aggressive pedicure that you gave him, not a full slash.
Yeah. And so ninjutsu is going to add
Oh.
another 2 damage, so 8
8
going
okay.
towards Beach. 8 defendable damage.
That's pretty powerful, though. Like,
That's not
8's
bad.
a lot.
I'll take it.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. 8.
8.
Okay, so you're no longer entangled. I'm going to put that back on the sheet. And I'm going to try... We're going to try defending. Roll 5 for missed me. So that's 4 arrows and a moon. That would mean that I would send you damage.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
You do have that evasive token. I don't know what that does, but
I could... How much was it again? 8?
8.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to spend that evasive token.
Okay.
And to do that, so let's go through this. If I remember the rules correctly, you're allowed to roll your defensive roll. Then you can do stuff like evasive.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, why not, right? Like, if your roll's bad, you can...
Yeah, but it does mean that the roll stays the same. So whatever you got is what's there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking 1 dice. So I have 4 arrows up, which would mean you would end up getting 2 undefendable damage from this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to spend my evasive. And now I have to roll 1 dice and get a 1 or a 2 to get no damage. I rolled a 4, so that doesn't matter.
All right.
And it was 8?
Is 8.
Cool. I am going to spend 1 combat point to play Not This Time, where I prevent 6 incoming damage.
Oh my goodness. All right, so you take 2 and I take 2.
Yes.
Okay, I'm down to 20. You certainly turned the tide on this one.
23. It's still real close. Like.
All right, I have 1 card in hand, but I want to keep it. I'm going to hang on to it, and I'll pass it back to you.
All right. Let's see. Upkeep. I have no status effects. We're into income, so I gain a combat point, and I draw a card. That'd be fun. Main phase. Maybe I do that now. Okay, I'm gonna sell 2 of my cards for 2 more combat points.
Yep.
They're discarded, and go up to 3. And now I'm going to do a hero upgrade. I'm upgrading Missed Me to Missed Me 2.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's a better defensive ability, hey?
Yeah, and that cost me 3, so I'm back down to 0 points.
Okay.
The difference here being that the only difference being that instead of for every 2 arrows I deal 1 damage, I deal 1 damage per arrow I roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yep.
It's just more damage in return if I roll arrows.
Yeah, you get 5 dice on that, too. That's wild.
Yep. Okay, that moves me into my offensive roll phase. Roll number 1. I'm seeing 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5.
That's so
And
many
that is a
feet.
covered shot.
Bisha's powerful feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. That was my first roll. I'm gonna call that covered shot, which is I gain evasive and I deal you 7 damage.
Okay. Seems pretty good.
Are you gonna alter it?
No.
Okay.
But I will go to defense.
Great. I've gained evasive, and now you are getting 7 damage.
All right, come on, Shade Shift. Double mask. Okay, now we've been in this position a couple of times tonight.
This would be the 3rd time in a row, correct?
Now, at some point,
Have we
it's
learned?
gotta happen.
Oh no! Oh no! Ben, no! Not like this!
All right, it's still the same. Beach, I'm returning 4 your way.
I will take that.
All right, how much am I taking? 7?
You're taking 7.
I am down to 13.
I'm down to 19.
This is a fast-paced game of Yahtzee.
Yeah.
It could go faster is the weird thing too, right? Like I'm glad it isn't, but end of my main phase, I have no cards in hand anyway, so I can't do anything there. And discard, I have no cards in hand, so pass the turn.
All right. Nothing on upkeep. Income, I go up to 2 combat points. Draw a card. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to... So the current status effects you have are you've got evasive, yeah?
That's correct.
All right. I'm going to first use this free card, Train. I just get a ninjutsu.
Oh, damn.
And then I'm going to spend my 2 combat points to use Transference, which is, you might remember this.
Yeah.
I would like to take your evasive, and now I have it.
You bet. All right.
Perfect. So I've got an evasive on me.
Oh.
So evasive gives you a 2 in 6 chance of just avoiding the damage.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping that will shift the tide back again. But I'm gonna go to my offensive roll phase here. What do we have? Oof, interesting roll. The masks are usually pretty good. I'm gonna take all 3 of these.
Oh.
And I'm gonna keep these 2.
You go for a smoke screen.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea here.
Close on, yeah.
Yeah. So roll number 2. I'm just gonna re-roll this cocked die. Okay, hey, look, it's the exact same thing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's unlucky. And hey, look, it's the exact same thing again. All right, so statistically unlikely. But I mean, that's how it happens with dice games. I'm going to, I guess, do my worst attack, which is slash. But at least it's an upgraded one, so I'm sending 4 damage your way. And I'll spend this ninjutsu to maybe make something else happen. It adds 1 damage. So 5 going your way, Beach.
Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna take. Is that defendable?
It is, yeah.
Okay, then I will start defending.
Maybe it's because I'm not using a dice tray. I should go get a dice tray.
5 rolling. 5 coming my way. Let's roll. Missed me too. So, I did not roll 2 feet. I'm glad I upgraded though.
So I'm taking
I rolled
3
3
back?
arrows.
Oh, thank you.
Did not roll 2 feet, so that doesn't count. The 3 arrows means that you take 3 undefendable damage.
All right, so I go to 10, and you go to 14.
Yep.
There is a chance that Beach could kill me.
Getting real close here. You've got that evasive still, right? So
It's true. Yeah.
that was a good call.
Yeah. That I'm hoping. We'll see what happens here.
This
All right.
whole battle started out with like, oh, sorry, Beige.
Go ahead.
Let me do some commentary. Well, folks, this battle started out with Ben delivering a thunderous punch to Beige, and then since that point, it's just been Beige pummeling Ben repeatedly until he's almost given up. But he's down to 10 life and has taken the evasive advantage.
You're
What
absolutely
will
right,
Beige try to
Kathleen.
do now?
I think he absolutely has to dig deep, remember his training, and really give it 110% right here. Back to you, Kathleen.
Master.
Yeah.
Just this once.
So we're going to go from 0 to 1 on my combat points.
Oh, he's got a
income.
combat point. That's good
Draw
for
a
him and
card.
bad for Ben.
Yo, when are we going to get this competitive dice throwing thing going on here? I love this commentary.
It's
Okay.
Beach has been
Got a
attacking
card?
Ben and just been like getting like spiked on the hit back over and over again. Though.
Yep.
You've made him
Got to do something
Yeah, you've made him hurt for the damage he's doing you.
every time. All right. I'm going to we're into offensive roll already.
Okay.
This is.
Oh.
Oh. I don't know what these numbers mean. I'm just trying to sound engaged.
Oh my.
What a roll, Kathleen. What a roll.
So that is immediately, that's immediately Lunar Blessing, which means I would gain 3 evasive and immediately inflict entangle upon Ben.
3 evasive? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay.
That otherwise I'd have to go for covered shot, and that would mean having to roll for covered shot, which I don't really want to do.
Or you could try for a straight, I guess.
I'd have to re-roll because I have a 1 and a 1.
I mean,
I'd have to re-roll them both.
taking the defensive here could solidify your lead. Like 3 evasive is huge.
It's really good. It does mean having to roll to fog all my damage, but
Look at you using magic terms like fog.
yeah, I did that mostly for you, Serge.
Wow, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't care about magic. I've
Yeah, that's fair.
noted.
Kathleen, neither Kathleen, neither, right?
Yeah.
Beej knows I don't care about anything.
I just figured it would warm Serge's heart more than anybody else's.
Yeah, noted fog player Surge.
I argue that it's much easier to warm Serge's heart because it's already filled with the warmth of love, whereas Ben and I are simmering on like Loki.
Oh man, I've never been so seen in my life.
All right, I'm gonna do Lunar Blessing here, which means I gain 1, 2, 3 evasive, and I inflict entangle upon Ben.
All right, so I get 1 fewer roll, hey?
That's correct.
I'm
And
going
there's nothing for
choose
you to defend.
I was going to say I'm going to choose not to use my evasive. I'm going to hang. I have 1 at least still.
And Ben you can't defend if there's no damage coming, right?
I don't know. I don't see what. Well, that was my kind of, sort of question regarding smokescreen. I would say I still get to do a defensive roll, right? He's still attacking me.
Can you have? It's. I mean, it is an attack, isn't it? I mean,
It
it's
is.
an
Yeah.
ability. It's
Defensive
not
roll,
an attack.
Rasilion right in chat says you must deal at least 1 damage to defend. So, okay. Good to know.
All right.
right.
Then, that means we're back to my main phase. I have nothing to do. No discard. I pass the turn to you.
All right. Upkeep. Oh, what's up, Paul?
I was just saying, with multiple evasives, can you keep, like, can you just like use one after another if you just can't
Yes.
roll properly? Okay.
Yes.
But
Wow.
if I roll my ultimate here, Beach can't do anything about it. He can't use his evasion. So
Can I not?
no, it's an ultimate. Dice may be altered to prevent an ultimate. Otherwise, no action of any kind may be performed by an opponent until the ability fully completes.
That's right. That's correct.
Split second.
All right. Are we okay, Paul?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I'm at 1 combat. Right. I should draw for the start. What does this do? Okay. This seems all right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go right into my roll. And I only get 2, I guess, here, hey, because I'm entangled.
Right.
Wait, hold on. Master, just this once. Oh, God, come on!
You gotta.
Okay. I think somehow my dice got worse when I threw those 2 back in here. Well, I have 1. Hold on. I got 1, 3. I have a 5.
Move that. There we go.
I only get 1 more roll. Would you? Here's the question. Would you just re-roll all of these? Given this.
All 5. All 5.
I mean, what's the worst case scenario here?
Yeah.
This, I guess so. If this you know what? No, you're right. Worst case scenario is this is another. Well, actually, worst case scenario is it's a mask. But best case scenario, it becomes a shuriken. I guess.
Yeah.
or either a shuriken or a 4 would be the dream.
Mm-hmm.
So
What
Here we
side is
go.
the shuriken on? Is that like?
it's on the 4 and the 5. So
All right.
yeah, multiple
So you
sort
have
of
a 1 in
options here.
6 or a 1 in 3 to hit the number you want here.
Those are pretty good odds. Mm-hmm. Hey, Beach, I'm slashing you again. Man, this is rough. Yeah, I'm gonna slash you. I don't have ninjutsu, so yeah. 6 damage going your way, buddy.
Okay. Defendable?
Defendable.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do my defensive roll.
Do you do evasive before or after that?
He can do it after if he wants.
Oh, yikes!
Oh, I have rolled. Let's have a look here at the things that matter. I've rolled 2 feet and I've rolled an arrow. And missed me is on 2 feet, prevent half damage. Round it up. And then deal 1 undefendable damage per arrow, which is 1. So you hit me for how much?
6.
So I only take 3 of that, and you take 1.
And I go down to 9. All right.
And I'm at 11. Wow, we are still really close.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 evasion's pretty spoopy, but yeah. I would like to use one of my other moves at some point, I hope, but we'll
It
see.
is the frustrating thing about this game is
Sometimes
you
there's
start-
literally nothing you can do. Yeah.
Yeah, you start feeling like, oh, there's all this cool stuff that I can do, and it's like, yeah, but not really.
Yeah. You're kind of at the whims of the dice, so
Yeah.
I mean,
that's how it goes.
There are lots of cards. There are cards that mess with the dice, though, right? That allow you to change.
There
the
are,
number.
but if you're only drawing 1 a turn, it's like you kind of want to use the card, right? But yeah, it's tough. I have 1 card in hand, and I'm gonna pass it to Beach.
Okay. I'm on upkeep, no status effects. We move to income. I gain a combat point, so I go to 2 on that, and I draw a card. And
Yes, Beach?
Go on.
okay, so now we're in main phase. I spend 1 combat point to play Get That Out of Here. It removes a status effect token from a chosen player. I remove Evasive from Ben.
Yeah, you got it. I am no longer evasive.
All right.
Oh no!
That moves us into my offensive roll phase.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I got a 1, 2, 2, 5, 5. That's 3 arrows and 2 feet. That
He
is
is
not a
in-
covered shot.
Increasingly, Beige is showing Ben his feet, and I'm not sure Ben likes what he's seeing. What do you think, Serge?
It is important when you are showing feet to ensure that it is consensual, that it is respectful, and Beach is showing none of that right now. The absolute disrespect on display right now.
I'm going to re-roll one of my 2s. I'm keeping my 1, 2, 5, and 5.
Okay.
That's a 6. Did that do anything?
Oh,
That's another lunar blessing.
Yeah.
Just when Beige wants to be dealing damage.
Yeah, right. Okay, you know what? I am going to. Crap! I don't know what I'm gonna do. Come on, think this through. My stack limit
Unfortunately,
is 3. Also, I can't have any more than that many.
Yeah.
I can only have the 3 evasive that I have up. So all I would end up doing is inflicting entangle upon you.
been given an opportunity, maybe.
YOLO, reroll everything.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a bold
All
strategy,
right,
Serge.
I like it.
I mean,
I
it's
like
better.
it.
There's no way he gets it worse. Yeah, so at
That
least
was
he gets
exactly,
to.
That's what he started at. I think.
Yeah. 1, 2, 2, 4, 4 this time.
So he gets to
basic-
longbow me.
That's how I start. Yeah, I'm gonna longbow you for 4.
Okay. Any augments or anything?
Yeah. I'm going to play Take That, which costs 0 combat points. It's a roll phase action. I get to roll 1 dice, and then something happens to you.
All right.
Add 2 damage to that 4 damage, so you're at 6 damage now.
So we going down to 3. Well, all right. I'm gonna roll 3 dice here for Shade Shift.
Defense, defense, defense.
This is really close.
I know.
Oh my goodness. All right. So I can re-roll one of them. That was the worst that it could have been. Beej takes 2 back.
Okay. I go to 9. You take 6.
I'm at 3. All right.
Main phase, I have nothing to do because I have no cards. Out of discard, play passes to you, Ben.
Okay. Nothing on upkeep. I'm up to 2 combat points. Draw for the turn. I'm going to go right to the roll phase. I'm not entangled, right? I get my regular rolls?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Come on. I could just ultimate him and win.
Just ultimate forehead.
There's 1.
Good start. Good start.
the moon.
Okay.
I'm doing
Like
it.
you realize that in regular Yahtzee you can get 5 of any dice, but in this one you have to get 6.
It has to be all
Only
6s,
6.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an infinitesimally small chance that you'll do it.
Oh my goodness.
So roll it now for a good highlight reel clip. Now that I've said that.
We have had alts before on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the times it's when it's like augmenting the dice.
Yeah.
So what do I have here?
You get like 4, and then you get like 3, and then you can augment them. Yeah.
I do have smokescreen, and maybe I should just do that.
Lock
You know
down
what?
for a turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna smokescreen. I know, right? I'm going to. Okay, so a chosen player. I'm going to choose me. I get smoke bomb and 2 ninjutsu, and a chosen player is inflicted with delayed poison. I'm going to put that on Beej.
Okay.
What does smoke bomb do?
So smoke bomb is when a player with this token receives damage, they may choose to spend it. If spent, I roll a dice. If the outcome is 1 to 3, I take no damage.
Ooh.
Just like slightly better evasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. That's
yeah.
your offensive step.
So I guess I'm attacking, so I could use a ninjutsu. I'm going to actually do that as well. If
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend that ninjutsu. Rolling a single dice. Come on, 6. Oh! All right, so... Beej,
Yeah.
I'm going to add a second delayed poison to you.
Okay.
Ooh.
What's the stack limit on those?
2.
Okay. Hey, my pen stopped working.
All right.
That doesn't send any
So-
extra damage though.
It did not. I could choose. So when on a 6, I can either choose to add 2 damage, inflict delayed poison, or make my attack undefendable.
This is good. This is a great move.
And I will, on my second main phase, spend 2 CP to use Fan of Knives. I think. Hold on. So you can evade undefendable damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going for it. Fan of Knives deals 1 undefendable damage to 3 chosen opponents. You may choose the same opponent multiple times. Beej.
Wow.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
got him dead
so
on board now.
I guess like, is this might be happening? I don't know if
I
these
know.
are each one like ones at you. I guess.
I read that as 1 3 times, not
Yeah.
Yeah.
which means he'd have to use an evasive for each one.
Yeah.
Not worth, but Dob if not. Wow.
I will take all 3 of those.
Okay.
Okay, I go to 6.
Whoa.
All right. I pass it to you, buddy.
That was a big brain play. All right. Upkeep. Delayed poison happens at the end of my turn, not the beginning, correct?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're at 6, and if nothing changes, you're going to take 6 damage at the end of the turn.
Yep.
Dang.
Okay. Income. Gain a point. So I'm at 6 HP, and I have 2 combat points now.
Yep.
I draw a card. I immediately spend 1 combat point to play double up, which lets me draw 2 cards.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're digging. Okay.
That's neat. Okay. Not worried about that at the moment, though. Wait, hang on. I mean, that'd be...
Beige is literally watching the fuse of that poison tick down, heralding his annihilation at the end of turn, so he's got to choose carefully while looking at his limited options.
All right, we're going to roll offense. I'm out of my main, I'm into my offense. Okay. I'm looking at 1, 2, 5, 5, 6. That is Lunar Blessing doesn't help me. It's close to a covered shot. That's 7 right there.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try to roll for covered shot here. So I'm keeping my 1, my 2, my 5, and my 5.
Okay.
I just rolled a 6. We're gonna do that one more time. That is a covered shot.
Oh!
Very nice.
So I gain evasive, which technically I can't because I can only stack to 3. And I deal 7 damage.
Okay. So, I'm going to... I'm trying to think of this. So, like, if I use smoke bomb, I still get to like roll? Do I still get to roll my? Because you're sending damage.
I think you have to. Yeah, I think you have to elect to defend. But on defense, you take the damage regardless, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no. You don't get to like prevent any of it. Ooh.
What's the wording on smoke bomb?
I'm just looking. I just happen to be looking at the fact for the elf, and it says, "If I evade, do I get my defensive roll?" Yes. So I would assume that also counts for ninja.
Okay, great. Worth noting that Beach can evade the poison. So.
Can you imagine being so fast to dodge poison that's in your system?
Yes.
Like, what?
All right. Well, I guess so. First, I'll roll my defensive roll of shade. Well, no. So I'll smoke bomb, I guess, first, because if I get double mask, then I gain smoke bomb. So on a 1 to 3, I don't take any damage.
Okay.
It's a 3.
All right.
So,
Good stuff.
but I can still do shade shift, or did I have to do that in the other order?
No, I think you can still do shade shift.
Check
Okay.
the FAQ on the back of your character too. It might have the answer there for smoke bomb FAQ.
Trying to. There is a.
There's
Depending on. There is an order you are supposed to play those things in on your defensive step.
Yeah, the only one for Smoke Bomb is, for Smoke Bomb, can I prevent damage from a status effect as poison? Yes. Can I Smoke Bomb to avoid damage from ultimate? No. Those are the only two.
Yeah, like I was saying, there on the Moon Elf one, it does say you can do stuff after evade, which seems like the same effect to me.
Yeah, I would say so.
Unless the wording is different.
So I'm dealing 6 back to Beach.
All right.
What?
Oh no!
Reversal?
I'm going to send that to Beach.
So, let me see. What's the
But that can be evaded.
So Beach can evade this, and the poison accumulates. So in total, Beach only needs to use 2 evasives to survive, and he would still remain with 1 if he gets through it.
I want to ask what the shade shifts. Can you read me the line that pertains to that?
Yeah. So on Shuriken, deal 2 damage.
Okay, so in the rules it says on symbol, if your roll contains the required symbols, you get the benefits. So you would obviously get to do 2 damage for a shuriken. Even if your roll contains the required symbols multiple times, you only get the benefits once.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Oh, so we've been doing it wrong then. I apologize.
that's okay.
So
Oh.
Before I'm like, that's not going to kill me, so I don't care. But now that I went and looked, I'm like, hang on.
all right, because
Oh.
because like Bij's ability says times
Yeah,
damage.
mine
You're right,
says
it
1
does.
times arrows.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
That's okay.
The
I'm not
stakes
going
have
to
never
say
been
let's roll
lower.
back all that damage because that's insane. But because I don't want to die here, I am going to
Yeah, no,
underline
for
this
sure.
point.
Yeah, no, you're correct. Man, this defensive ability is not very good.
That means you could just re-roll one of those shrinkens, though.
It's true. Wait, yeah, but well, it doesn't matter. I get right to also get a sword. Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
There you go. So yeah. So 3. Then
3. Okay. I'm going to try to evade that 3.
sure.
Let's see here.
This is all
Evasion.
down to Bij's rolls now.
Yeah.
Bij needs to roll some numbers, but not others. Which will he roll?
So if spent, roll 1. If the outcome is 1 to 2, no damage is received. That's a 2. I evade that damage.
All right, good start. Good start.
All right.
Okay.
So now,
this was my turn because I attacked, right?
That was your
Yes.
attack. Now we go to
Yeah.
second main. Yeah, that was a
Great,
long
okay.
attack.
Yes, it was a long attack. Okay, so now I'm on my second main. I need to evade these poisons or I die. So let's start with the first one.
oh, on the bright side, somebody in chat says I think it actually only works out to be like maybe 1 damage that Beach took extra.
Right, because you kept
'Cause of-
re-rolling the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, let's see if I can. So on 1 or a 2, I can dodge this first poison.
Well, Ben said that it's all one roll.
It's all 1 roll. So if you get it, you avoid all 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's cumulative. I just checked the back. It
Oh,
literally is that. Yeah, it literally says this thing. It's If I've inflicted 2 delayed poison on an opponent, can they spend a single status effect, such as evasive, to avoid all damage? Yes, because damage is always accumulated and resolved at the conclusion of the phase in which it was dealt.
Okay.
So that
so
one
I-
missed.
Yeah, that one missed. So I have to get this or I die. Which is great because what
Yeah.
a great end of the game.
Yeah.
Roll to 3. Damn it! I take 6 damage and I die to poison.
Man, that was so close.
Ben's just sitting there being like, ha 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 ha. And he's like, what are you laughing about? I haven't been poisoned. Oh,
That
no.
was really close. I mean, I feel like mega like dirty, I guess, because Beach has probably still got like 4 or 5 health here.
I largely don't care about that. I just want to have a fun time playing. So
Yeah.
the thing is, I should have also read the thing. I should have been like, "Hey, wait, hang on a second." But
What if I take this turn and send it back at you, and we maybe have a 10 like I actually do like a final cut thing.
oh, your coup de grace.
Yeah, and,
All right.
and maybe on your defensive roll you roll 3 damage and we knock each other out.
Yeah, that could happen. Okay, sure,
Cool. All right, let's just do that for fun.
sure.
Because either way, it's done after this. So
Yeah, exactly.
And then we'll go to break and we'll have our game 2. So all right, upkeep, nothing happens.
Okay,
I get 1 combat point. I'll draw.
okay.
So I got a thing that could kill Beej instantly.
Perfect. All right.
No, oh, Beej is at. Well, I have no. We'll say Beej is at 6, so it actually wouldn't.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm gonna go to my combat rolls.
Uh-huh.
I know, right? I also just want to see if I can get my ultimate. Well, it's Death Blossom. Hello,
Jesus!
my old friend.
Die.
Yeah, I'll Death Blossom. I roll 5 dice. There's 3 Where were you before? I only need 2 of you.
It's amazing. Now that it doesn't count, the dice are so cooperative.
Oh
Yeah,
my
right?
god.
I'll just re-roll these. All right, it's a bunch of swords and this. So I would be sending exactly 6 at Beej.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And he can defend it.
All right. So, are we still in a roll phase?
Yes.
Great. I spend my last combat point to display Helping Hand, which is select one of your opponent's dice and force them to re-roll it.
Okay. Which one do you want me to re-roll?
I want you to re-roll the one that wasn't a sword.
Yeah, okay. Oh, shit. Oh my god! All right, Beej.
Yeah.
I'm sending 5 at you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna spend 1 CP and do throwing stars.
Uh-huh.
Rolling, I roll 5 dice, and for each shuriken, I add 1 damage, and I can re-roll up to 5.
Okay.
They're all swords. I'm gonna
Yeah.
re-roll all 5.
Good start. Good start. Okay.
4 shurikens, so I'm sending 9.
You're sending 9 my way.
9 your way, all defendable.
Okay, great. I'm gonna roll to defend.
Okay? Deal 3. Deal 3.
I deal 5 undefendable damage back to you.
Yes! We both die!
A pointless victory.
The
Yeah!
draw. The draw.
Draw.
That was the longest.
This
I
works
think
perfect.
Kathleen, the real winner was friendship all along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two
I
samurai
really
running
felt
at each other and then just
Yeah.
like doing the slash and then just freezing.
Yeah, and both of us split in half.
Yeah.
I've seen that anime.
What a great dumb game that was. We should go to
Yeah.
commercial before we
We
do
should.
Serge and Kathleen's game next. Boy, we have been at this for a little longer than we should have.
Mm-hmm.
But stick around. There will be more dice thrown with Serge and Kathleen just after this break. Welcome back to Crossing the Streams. We've been playing Dice Throne tonight. Ben and I had a mutual assassination,
We're both dead.
Yay! which means there can't be a winner's brackets.
Which is good because we don't have time for it.
So yeah, thank you to everybody who's tuned in tonight. Serge and Kathleen are going to get on with their games, and again, you can always support us by means of Twitch, by means of YouTube, but also by means of Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Let's get to Serge and Kathleen's game.
Woo.
We should figure out who goes first, friend. Do you want to roll 2d6s?
Yeah, I've got all these D6s here, so that sounds great.
I rolled a 4.
All right. 2D6?
Correct.
And you rolled a
It's-
4?
Correct.
Oh. Wow. Okay, then.
How'd you do?
I rolled a 4.
Wait, 2d6 and you rolled a 4? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4! What the?
Okay, I rolled a 7.
All right. So you go first?
Yes, I think that's probably right. And this,
Yeah.
okay, this wormwood tray is great. If I hold it like this, actually, I'm just going to cover up what my ultimate does, because, like, when is that ever going to happen? I'll worry about
I'm
it when I get
only
to
going
it.
for ultimate. Any roll that doesn't come up as an ultimate, I'm re-rolling until I hit ultimate. I'm going to take a completely different approach to Beej and Ben, and I expect a radically different game as a result.
Oh. That's very interesting that you're trying not to win, but I respect that. All right, how do I start off? I gotta get a combat point.
So there's a handy little card that you could hand out that shows the turn order that I have beside my board.
Yeah, on the other
All
side.
right.
You start at
Now,
2
because you're the
points.
player who starts, you
Yes.
skip your income phase.
Oh, but
Yeah,
I draw.
no
I do
no
draw my
CP.
cards.
Yeah.
No,
No,
you,
no
you
draw
should have
either.
4 cards in hand.
Right. I don't have 4. I'm gonna put the. I don't have any cards in hand, so I'm gonna
Okay.
get the cards into my hand, but I don't draw any cards. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see.
You
And I have no CP.
4 cards and 2 combat points. You start with 2.
Oh. Excellent. I'm not very good at this. Sorry, team.
That's not a problem.
Once we get
I
rolling,
think I
it'll all
should have
come
paid
together.
attention. All right, let's see. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna leave those alone, and I'm gonna immediately go to my punching surge with dice phase.
How dare you?
All right, I've got 3 3s, which I don't think does anything, a 6 and a 5. All right, so I can deal. That's like, one of the least interesting things I can do. But I'm close to glorious. That's 3 3s and like 2 others. So why don't I keep my 3s? Because then I have like a base floor of a holy blade and see what else I get. Okay. Well, you know what?
5
That's fine.
blades.
Surge, I'm gonna deal 7 damage.
All right, your roll thingy is done. I get to go to defense. On my
Yes.
defensive side, I have Immortal Flesh. I may roll 3 dice.
Oh.
I have rolled 2 hypnotizes and a claw. On 2 hypnotizes, I gain 1 blood power, which when I get to my character, I'll explain what that does. And otherwise, I just take full damage. So you're doing 6 to me?
I'm doing 7 to you.
You're doing 7 to me. I will go down to 43.
All right.
And real quick, what is your character? Do you want to explain the mechanics really quickly?
Oh yeah, I'm a seraph. I'm an angel. I didn't actually read anything. I was just like, oh, that's cool looking art.
Fair, honestly.
So I can start flying. I can afflict you with blinding light. I can cleanse status effects,
no.
and I can get a couple unique status effects. One's called Holy Presence, which is just deals 1 damage to you in my upkeep. And I can give myself blessing, or I can give somebody blessing of divinity, which is basically like if your HP would be reduced to 0, it is instead reduced to 1.
Oh, wow. You have a cheat death.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's my character, and that's my turn. Go Surge.
All right. So I am playing the Vampire Lord, and I only have 3 abilities. I have Blood Power. Now, Blood Power is interesting. I get sort of like combo points, where on certain things I gain a blood, like that defensive roll. I gained 1, and I can have up to 4. And then at different times, I can spend blood to get abilities. So when I attack, I can remove 1 blood to just do 2 extra damage. At any point, I can remove 2 counters to remove a status effect from myself. I can spend 3 counters to draw 2 cards and then discard 1 card. And 4 tokens, which is the max I can have. I heal equal to the amount of damage I dealt in that combat phase.
Wow.
Oof.
I have the ability to mesmerize, and that's where I use the powers of my mind. And if I spend a mesmerize token on a 5 or a 6, I can make you re-roll 1 dice. And then
Oh,
finally-
wow, that's powerful.
And then finally, I can inflict bleed on a player. All right, so start of the turn, I go up to 3 CP. I draw a card for the turn. Now, I'm about to pop off a bit here, so give me a second. All right,
Oh, geez.
first order of business. I'm going to do Vegas, baby. So this is 0 CP to play. I roll a d6 and I gain half that amount as CP rounded up.
Oh, wow.
I rolled a 6, I gain 3 CP.
Hey.
Yo, what up, Ben? What up, Ben?
Yo.
Look, I learned from the
Gambling, I'm
best.
in.
I learned from the best.
Oh.
Well then, I guess I'll upgrade 2 abilities because I'm CP rich.
Holy moly.
I'm going to update Glamour, which if we ever roll, I'll explain what it does. And my defensive ability just got upgraded as well.
Oh, so strong.
Seems good.
You know what? And I'm going to cast Blood Tide. Costs 0 to do. I roll a d6 on blood. I gain 3 blood. On anything else, I draw another card. On blood. I got a 4. So I cycle this and I draw a different card.
Wow.
You know what? Why don't I go down to 0 CP and upgrade my third ability? Bloodthirst. All right, that seems good. You know, turn 1, upgrade 3 abilities. Sure, why not?
Jesus.
Wow.
Let's move to attacks.
How much did all of those cost?
6.
Damn. Good start.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I started
seems
with
pretty
2,
good.
got 1 for the turn and 3 off that 1 card.
Yeah.
It's a tough scenario because like you kind of did the same thing I did, and then I found myself just top decking and
Yeah, I
hoping
have-
that I got like a thing, right?
I have 1 card in hand, but I don't know.
do you?
Maybe,
Okay.
yeah, maybe I can leverage it into something here. All right.
It's a
we
good
fight.
move since you're going for nothing but alt.
Well, good start. I have 2 blood.
Ooh.
Not even reading any other ability. I'm going for alt and we'll see what happens. 3 blood.
Oh.
Last roll. Last
I
roll.
Oh, I hope, buddy.
Ah. All right. I have 3 blood claw, which does
You can cast hemorrhage.
Mm-hmm.
inflict 2 bleed and deal 2 damage to all opponents. So take 2 damage, Kathleen.
Can
Wait,
I
this is an
roll
attack.
Defense?
This is an attack. Yeah. And then there's going to be 2 bleeds coming at you. So I'll put these here to denote that they're there.
So are you out of your offensive phase?
We're out of the offensive phase. Let us enter the defensive phase.
Okay,
All
so
right.
now, Kathleen, you apply the bleeds onto your character, and then you roll.
All right.
So as of now,
hold
you
on.
have your bleeds.
Cool. Yeah, Serge, you can remind me what a bleed does.
Yeah, it'll be on your upkeep.
Perfect. All right, but for now, my defensive roll is very simple. It is 1 dice. On blade,
Cool.
I deal 2 damage, and then I can prevent up to 3 damage depending how I roll. I deal 2 damage back to you.
All right, I go to 41. You go to 48. All right, let me find out what happens if you have multiple bleeds. Doesn't say.
Probably just doubles up the same way poison did, I assume.
That would make sense. All right, second main, I just skip right to the Kathleen phase.
All right. Perfect. So that means it's my turn.
So
Which means
on
now-
your upkeep, you have
Yes.
bleed triggers. So roll a 1 to 4.
All right. 1 for each bleed trigger.
I guess we just do both of them here if we're going to double them up together.
So
Yeah.
roll a 1.
Sorry, roll a d6.
I got a 2.
All right, on a 1 through 4, take 1 damage. So I guess take 2.
Yeah.
On a 5 or 6, remove it. So those stay on you.
Oh, I see.
All right,
Interesting.
so Kathleen takes 2 more.
All right.
And it's worth
Would-
mentioning, I can only stack up to 2 bleed.
So she rolls 1 dice for the both of them.
That's what we did. I guess we could roll 2 separately. I don't know how we want to do that.
It would probably say on your fac, right? Because
I
it'd be nice
checked.
if she
It
could
doesn't
roll
have
for.
any info.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
I'm just going to have a quick look to see, because generally incoming damage like that's based on, did that say inflict?
A player afflicted with this token must roll a d6 during their upkeep phase. On 1 to 4, they are dealt 1 damage. On 5 to 6, remove the token.
Okay, I will figure this out, and I'll let you know what the difference should, if it's roll
hold
for
on.
each one.
It seems like it should be
All right.
separate.
I rolled a dice again and I got a 2, so it doesn't matter.
It's
But
the
tell me
same
next
outcome.
time.
All right.
Yes.
do
We'll
it
figure it
separately
out
next
for the
time.
future.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just keep playing.
All right. So Kathleen goes to 46.
All right. Cool. I'm going to gain a combat point and draw a card for the turn. All right. Perfect. I am going to spend 2 combat points to get rid of one of those bleeds immediately.
Fair.
Get out of here.
That's just
Fair.
clever.
That seems, yeah, that seems annoying. All right, so I'm going to then roll some dice for the turn. All right, I've got 2 6s, a 3, 2 3s, and a 4. All right, what does that do? If I get 3, 4, 5.
Alt.
All right, that's not relevant. That's not relevant or that. All right, so it looks like if I can get a 5, basically, because they're only on 5. So if I can roll a 5, I can get. Oh, I'd get a small straight, or I could roll a holy smite, and that sounds very fun. So let's see. 2 shields doesn't really do anything for me, so I feel like it's pretty safe to re-roll these 2. That's worse. All right, well, one more time. We'll see what happens. Possibly nothing. Oh! I did it. All right, so I have a
The
3
large
4.
straight?
There
Oh,
you
No, it's
go.
just it's a small straight. I have a 3 4
just a
5
small-
6.
Okay.
So I can either do Holy Smite,
It's large
which is
in
you
our
roll
hearts.
4 dice and you deal on you deal 2 times 2x swords undefendable damage. On the wing I gain flight, on the cross I gain cleanse, and on 6 I inflict blinding light. Or I could say I've rolled a small straight because it's the same actually. I can deal 6 damage and roll 1 dice, and the other one just adds a lot of damage. And if I roll a 6, it becomes undefendable. Interesting. I think I'm gonna choose Holy Smite because it seems more fun.
Yeah, always go for the fun play.
Well, and I feel like so I'm gonna roll 4 dice. All right. So and all right, deal 2x sword undefendable damage. So is that 2 times the amount of swords or what? So
Because it's got
Or-
the X, that would mean it is multiplied by. So that would be 4. I
4
guess.
undefendable damage?
yes,
Is it?
deal
It's an X times a single sword, not X times 2 swords.
Yes.
Yeah. Then
Yes.
it's multiplied by every sword that you get.
okay. I wanted to check before
Good call.
Absolutely.
It's easy to roll back now. I also gain flight, which is a status. I'll tell you guys about that later. And because I rolled a 6, I inflict blinding light on you, Surge.
Oh no.
All right, so it's very similar to being entangled. So it says the next time a player afflicted with this token concludes their offensive roll phase, they must remove this token and roll 1 dice. On a 1, their offensive roll phase has no effect of any kind. And on
God
2,
damn.
3, any damage they deal for the remainder of the roll phase is reduced by half. Rounded
Jeez.
up.
All right. All right.
So you've been blinded, Surge.
Blinding light on a vampire seems pretty strong.
I get the feeling this could be a very defensive game because, like, it seems like Kathleen can do some like very defensive stuff, and Surge can gain life back. So
So I take
Hands.
4, and I can't
Yeah.
roll against it. So I go down to 37.
seems good.
Anything else on your turn, Kathleen?
Let's see. No, I think I'm good.
All right. Upkeep. Untap. Wait, hold on. Draw. So I gain 1 CP. I draw for the turn. What do you do? Oh. Oh. A combat trick, you say? All right.
Announces it. Seems good.
It's important that you disclose these things. This yellow token represents the blinding light from Kathleen. I move with my intention to go to attack. All right. Terrible start. Terrible start. It's not an alt. Do I want to do anything else? That's cool. Reroll all 5. Statistically unlikely that we hit the exact same roll, yet here we are.
Is it though?
I
Like
don't know.
The
I just like
hands-
saying that a lot.
The hands are by far the most common. You have a 50% chance of getting your boring ones.
That's fair.
I like this game because, you know, I get all this crap when I have my digital dice roller and it starts, people are like, this has got to be rigged.
And now we know we just have terrible luck.
I'm going all 5 again,
Oh, yeah. YOLO.
right? All right, I got 3 grabby hands and 2 magical eyeballs. So I have 2 options here. I can either gouge for 3, or I can influence, which lets me gain a mesmerize and a bleed, because I have glamour level 2. I'm going to lock that in. And so as soon as I've made this decision, I have to figure out this blinding light. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So I roll a d6. On a 1, it goes away. What happens on a 6?
I don't know.
No,
On a 1, their offensive roll has no effect of any kind. On a 2 to 3, any damage they deal for the remainder of the roll phase is reduced by 1/2.
Alright,
I
so-
think nothing happens.
So and nothing bad happens. So I get to attack you as normal?
Yes.
Awesome. And blinding light is now gone? It's just a
Yes.
one-time thing? Cool.
I believe so.
All right. You get 1 more bleed. It should be 2, but it maxes out at 2. And I get 1 mesmerize. So I can spend this token to force you to re-roll something if I roll a 5 or
Oh.
a 6.
Interesting. Hold on.
Yes?
So, what did you have to roll to make that happen?
I think at this point we're past the force me to
Probably.
re-roll thing, though. Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize when my opportunity to do that would be. So
it's
that's okay.
before, I think it's before I lock in the thing and I roll the blinding light. Is that correct or no? We can back it up. Let's back it up.
No,
Let's back it up.
No, I think no,
Or
it's
relax.
fine. I think no, we're
No?
done. Moving
Okay.
on.
That's fair. I can
I
accept
don't care that much.
Second main, I have nothing to do. I'm just going to pass to you.
Excellent. All right. It's the beginning of my turn. I'm going to gain a combat point.
So hang on. So Kathleen, first you have to resolve. You have to do upkeep, which involves all your status effects before you do income.
Oh, okay.
Bleeds.
I'm just so used to.
I know, right?
So roll 2d6s.
All right.
Yeah. Now
Is
the
it
thing about status
2d6?
effects, when you have multiple status effects, you can choose in what order you want to resolve them, which means that you get to choose which one is going through what at whatever point, and at the end of however you've resolved them. Because if there's a way to actually remove a blood token by you rolling a dice, then you would roll one once, and you'd roll 1 for the other one. And then at the end, if you still have them both on you, then all the damage and effects accumulate, and then you apply it at the end of upkeep.
Okay. All right. All right. What do I got to roll to get rid of them?
5 or 6.
All right. Cool. That's done. So now I get my 2 damage. And I get my combat point and draw a card for the turn. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm going to roll some dice.
Yeah,
Dice.
best part of the
dice,
game.
Dice. Okay. What did I get? I've got 2 5s and a 4 and 2 1s. What does that get me? Not much of anything. Let's see. Oh, interesting. If I have 2 5s, so if I can roll a 6, I get to purify, and I can heal 4 and get rid of a status effect, which is actually very cool. So you know what? I'm gonna try to do that. And what's the worst that can happen? Sick. I'm gonna do that. All right. I'm going to I'm gonna heal 4. and
Not
remove
so
a status
fast,
effect.
Kathleen. I'd like to
Oh,
use
yeah.
my mesmerize ability, the powers
yeah.
of the mind. If I roll a 5 or a 6, I'm going to make you re-roll that shield.
Okay.
So I spend my token, I roll the
Yes.
die, I got a 5!
All right.
So please re-roll that shield.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess I'm not removing that, but I will deal. I'll do Holy Blade instead. I
Hold
suppose.
on 1 second,
Ye-
Kathleen. How many
Yes.
how many times did you did your first roll and then you did your second roll, correct?
Yes.
And then you stood on your second roll?
Yes.
And Serge said, I'm now gonna jump in
Oh.
here and use Mesmerize to make you re-roll. You get to go back and have your third roll.
Oh!
You have that option if you want.
Very
Well, I'll take
cool.
my third roll.
Very cool.
I'll move all this down.
Dice on your third one. You can write it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
if
true.
you're trying to go for that 6, I don't know if you want to roll more or not, but yeah.
Oh no! Now I'm having all the strategies pointed out to me. Oh, wow! If there's anything for 4 of a kind, but that nothing. But I do get to still do that, Surge.
Very cool. All right.
So I'm going to heal 4 and get rid of these bleed tokens.
Heal 4.
So that puts you up to 48. Is that correct?
Yes. All right. And then let's see. I will.
Oh, is the purify a token or all tokens?
It is a token. It says. Additionally, it says if that player choose a player. If that player is an opponent, deal 5 undefendable damage. Otherwise, that player heals 4. Additionally, you may remove a status effect from that player, but it's pretty clear about 1.
All right, so you still have 1 bleed.
I still have 1 bleed, but actually at the end of my turn, and I'm going to transfer, and I'm going to give that bleed token to Surge.
Wow, I love bleeding. I'm a vampire.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Ben.
No, you know what? Yes, and you know.
He loves the concept of bleeding.
She just bit her lip. Oh, ow.
Oh, that's what the art is. It's she hasn't drank in that blood. That's
No.
oops. These fangs are so pointy. I keep cutting myself. God, it sucks to be a vampire.
Ah, I see what you did there.
So, did you deal any damage to Surge at all?
No, I just healed myself.
Nice. And that means there's no defensive roll phase,
Nope,
and you're in your second main, which you already did.
I'm done. Go,
Okay,
Surge.
cool.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I looked away for like a second. I'm like, are we done the turn? I couldn't
right.
tell.
So
Thank you,
upkeep,
Master
I'm-
Judge Beej.
I'm sorry.
roll
No,
for my
thank you.
bleed. I have been bled. I go down to 36.
This is what I've been
I will
doing
go
to people all
to-
this time.
Ow.
Second combat point. Draw for the turn. What do you do? Fair. Let's go to our favorite part of the game, the dice portion.
Dice.
I do like dice.
Ooh. All right, so I have 3 eyes.
Oh no.
You know what? I'm going to leave the 3 eyes, and I'm going to re-roll these and see what happens here. I have 4 eyes. Is that good? 4 eyes and 3 of a kind. Do I have 4 of a kind anywhere on my board? Survey says no.
I've heard 4 eyes are better than 2.
It is true.
So you've got glamour and influence right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can hit Sanguimancy.
Do it.
Yeah.
Is that the Mancy of Blood?
It is the Mancy of Blood. Because I want that blood power. All right, come on. Blood, 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 blood. No!
Start a new chat
Your,
with.
yeah, your neighbors are like,
Is he okay? All right, so I can either influence or I can glamour. Influence or glamour. I'm just going to straight glamour here. So I gain 1 CP. That takes me to 3. I
Wow.
gain a mesmerize, and it is undefendable damage. 5
Ooh.
undefendable damage.
Ouch. I take 5.
oh, can I get a blood in chat?
Blood, 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 blood.
Wait.
All right, and second main, I'm just going to pass over to Kathleen. So go ahead, Kathleen.
Excellent. I don't have to resolve any bleeding. How fun.
I just want there to be a moment where somebody's like, oh man, I love Dice Throne. Who are these loading ready run people? And somebody comes in and they just see the chat chanting, blood, blood, blood.
What does that?
And then they're like, my people. And we're like, wait, no.
What does that flight do, by the way, Kathleen? Is it relevant?
Yes, it's I can dodge. I can use it to like dodge damage, or I can use it to increase my damage. But I haven't been able to deal any damage like since I got it, and I wasn't able to dodge that damage, so I didn't. All right. Oh, excellent. All right, I'm going to sell this card for 1 CP. And I am going to spend immediately those points. Why did I even put it down? To upgrade my Holy Smite to Holy Smite 2. So now if I get that, it's like slightly better. And I have access to Holy Command, which is 3 swords and a cross. All of the religious imagery. So I'm gonna roll some dice. Oh, perfect.
Speaking of which,
I got
Did
it.
you get the sampler?
I did. I also
Oh.
actually, if you look at my,
Is it a straight one?
it's a
too?
large straight.
Oh my god.
It's a charcuterie board of angelic goodies.
All right.
So good at rolling.
So I'm gonna keep this large straight just the way it is.
But wait, what if I
Yeah.
lent you a helping hand by spending 1 CP? Select one of your opponent's dice and make them re-roll it. That 5, I don't know. I don't like that holy symbol over there as a vampire. Could you maybe replace it with something else?
Oh,
How about a
please
4?
replace. Oh, I
All
was
right.
hoping you replaced it with another holy symbol.
Oh
That's the
god,
dream.
that
Well,
would
you
have been
2
living
more
the dream.
rolls too, don't you? Because that was your
I do.
first roll you locked in.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna roll again then.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3. Surge, any effects?
I mean, you have 1 more roll. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. Until I make that roll. It's another 4.
All right, no effects.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will use this small straight because I still have a 1, 2, 3, 4, which is deal 6 damage and roll 1 dice. And so on another, so I will either deal on a 1 and a 2, I deal nothing, or it doesn't matter. I'll tell you what happens when I do it. So first, it's going to be 6 damage plus whatever is happening here. It's going to be 7 damage.
Do you want to use your flight?
Let's see. What does this do? Anytime during the roll phase, once spent, roll 2, activate this token. If it activated, okay, so I can, if I spend it, I'd roll 2 dice, and if this player's attack, and if I get a 6 on either of them, my attack becomes undefendable. And if it activated during the defensive roll phase, ignore all incoming damage. Ooh. Well, I'm going to use it actually, so I'll cash in my flight token and roll 2d6. Oh!
I guess
that-
I'm getting 7.
death roll.
Yeah,
Yike!
that will be 7 undefensible damage.
And there's nothing I can do about that. All right. All right. Well, I guess I have my Mind control, but that's fine. That's fine. I go to 29.
All right. Go ahead, Surge.
All right, on my upkeep, it's a good thing I'm a vampire. I love bleeding. I will continue to bleed. I get a 4. Cool. I go down to 28. Look, if there's one class that loves to bleed, it's vampires, right? Go to 3 CP. Draw my card for the turn.
3 CP is so many.
I know, I love it. All right, hold on. Let's go ahead and triple up. I'm going to spend 2 CP and draw 3 cards. Storm count is 1.
Oh, I just realized at the side of my little, like, cheaty thing that holds all my symbols, they tell me what those symbols are called. They're called blades, wings, crosses, and angelic pendants.
You have a very interesting layout because you have 4 symbols on your dice instead of 3.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. I'm going to consume some blood. I have 1 blood token. So this is a 0 CP card. Consume up to 2 blood. For every blood consumed, I gain 2 CP. So I go up to 3 CP. Then I'm going to spend 2 of it. And let me know if this works or not. I have level 1 gouge. Can I go straight to level 3 gouge? Or do I have
Yes.
to upgrade to 2 in the middle?
If you pay the full amount, you can go. If you go from a 2 to a 3, you only have to pay the difference between the 2. Does that make sense?
It only says 2 on the card. What's the
Right, so
what's
you
the
only have
full
to pay
amount?
2 to go to the level 3 on that.
Cool.
If you were to upgrade Glamour 2 and that's a 2 CP and Glamour 3 was a 3 CP, you actually have to pay the difference. You only have to pay 1 CP to go up to the third level.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I have gouge 3 now.
Oh, my.
I have 1 CP. Let's go ahead and go to the Roland phase.
I mean, why
All
even
right,
bother
time-
upgrading that though, Surge? Because I mean, you're just going for the full.
Well, if I get 3 of a kind on any number, I gain blood. So it is still good. It does synergize with our game plan here, Paul. None of these are the number we're looking for. So let's go to our second roll. All right, good. 2 blood. Excellent. Third roll. 3 blood. But wait, what's that? I'm going to spend 1 CP here. How about we roll 1 more time? A chosen player may perform a reroll of up to 5 dice during their offensive
wow.
roll phase.
Seems good.
Dang.
All right. Chat, you with me? Blood. Blood.
Blood.
Blood.
Blood.
Blood.
Blood.
Blood.
Not
We
blood.
want blood.
Blood.
I'd prefer not.
Aw.
Well,
Boo!
not nearly enough bloods in the chat.
All right. So here's a question. I have blood on hemorrhage. I can give Kathleen her 2 bleeds back. I know she loves it. She misses them. I also have on 3 of a kind, I gain blood. Do I get both?
No.
No.
I have to pick one.
Well, you can't even use gouge because you don't have 3 claws.
No, I have 3 of a kind. On 3 of a kind of any number, gain a blood. It's an
Yeah, but
extra
you're
line
not
of text
using
on
that
the bottom.
ability.
Yeah, you're not using gouge.
Because you
You
can't.
have to
'cause
use
you-
gouge in order to use the other text on the card.
Yeah.
Oh. I choose hemorrhage. Kathleen, please bleed
Great.
twice. And take 2 damage. So, sorry, I apologize. My attack phase is done. Would you like to do anything before we move to resolving things?
can I defend against that damage?
Yes.
I'd like to defend against the damage. I'll deal 2 damage back to you.
All right, I go to 26. Please give yourself 2 bleeds.
I got him.
And how much damage
This
does
leads-
that do?
2.
2. 2 to both of us.
Yeah.
This leads to just a lot of great out of context quotes.
I should actually be adjusting this or taking it off my board.
I'm just.
What am I at?
41 is what I have you
41.
at.
The old dirty 41. All right.
I have heard that. Yeah,
Yes.
That's what they all
Thank
say.
God I have a birthday this year.
the dirty, the dirty.
When you run
41s.
41 cards in your draft deck because they're all beautiful babies and you can't cut any of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, that describes me to a T.
Yeah, that's why she said that reference. It would warm your heart. Go ahead,
Are you
Catherine.
done, Serge?
Yeah.
It's my turn? All right,
Yep.
so first I'm going to resolve my blood. So I'm going to try to get rid of them by rolling a 6.
Bleed.
Well, I get rid of one.
Man, I love this. When are we gonna get a blood emote?
And then I take one from the remainder, so I go to 40.
Yeah.
Just imagining the Mad Max.
And then I start my
style,
turn.
Like everybody being like blood. Oh.
Serge,
Yes.
There was
Deej.
no blood.
what kind of damage was that on hemorrhage? What was it called?
Collateral.
Collateral's different than normal damage.
What does that mean?
Oh,
Collateral is undefendable,
I'm sorry.
but you can avoid it. But yeah, it is basically you can't defend it, you can't enhance it. It has its own targeting rules like you have, but it doesn't qualify as an attack. It's just damage that comes through.
No.
Oh, so I don't
Right.
take 2 back?
No, he does not. You're at 28.
Yeah.
I accept.
All right. I'm going to roll. What do I got? I got 2 1s, a 5, and 2 4s. That is, it's almost close to this, actually. That's pretty good. I think that's like statistically quite likely as well. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do that. All right. Serge,
Hi.
I have this. I've got, do you want to change my dice?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to use my mesmerize. I have to roll a 5 or a 6. And survey says I roll a 4. Continue. Nothing is happening.
All right. Cool. I'm going to gain flight.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm going to deal 6 damage to you, Serge.
Do you gain flight anytime you do any attack with a wing in it?
No, it's
No.
that particular attack.
So I guess because we had little hiccup on collateral damage, I'm just going to say there's 5 different types of damage in the game, and the ones you're going to see are normal and undefendable. Those are the black versus red. But collateral also shows up as red. That's weird. Ultimate shows up as red. So that's normal, undefendable, collateral, and ultimate. There's another one called pure damage, which is technically also undefendable. So when you read out what they are, please be clear about if it
Oh, the damage
says
type?
any
Yeah,
sort
okay.
of weird modifier to the type of damage that it
Oh.
is.
But
Sure.
it sounds like if it's in red, it's always undefendable.
Correct.
Okay. Thanks for the tip. All right. Well, this is 6 defendable damage, and I have gained flight.
I'm here for ultimate dice throne judge, Brendan Beach Deary.
It's very helpful, honestly.
All right, let's go to my defense roll here. I get 4 dice. I haven't actually got to do many of these because of the nature of the game. All right, I have 1 blood. I have 2 fists. So on fist, I inflict 1 bleed. So you can have your claw.
Oh yeah.
You can have your bleed back. I know you missed it.
Okay.
And then on blood, I steal 1 health. So I go up to 29. You go down to 39.
Okay. Hold on. Before you start doing this, so that's what happens? And so,
This is my defense
Okay.
roll. Would you like to modify?
all right, what happens if it changes to a different number? Like, is that the only good numbers?
These make, if you get rid of one of the claws, it doesn't do bleed to you. If you get rid of the blood, it doesn't drain a life from you.
Okay. All right. Fine.
All right, it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
I
go
just
to
wanted to
29.
know what was happening.
Oh yeah, perfect. You go to 39, and then I take 6. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so I end up at 23.
All right. And Cool. I think that concludes. Let's see. I'm so confused. You know what? I think that's fine. I think that concludes my turn for the turn. Go ahead, Surge.
All right, my turn. First things first, I bleed. I love bleeding. I roll a 4. I take 1 damage. I keep bleeding. I will gain 1 CP. Whoop. I draw 1 card. Oh, this is cool. I love blood. I'm going to bloodlet. I gain 1 CP and 1 blood.
For how much?
Free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
for the cost of a card.
Value.
All right, let's go to combat mode. I really need to get some violence in here. You know what? I'm going to leave these 2 1s, and I'm going to try it again here. All right, good, good. Reroll the 3 again. Aha! All right, I have 4 claws. So, if nothing gets modified, I'm going to deal 6 damage to you, and on 3 of a kind, I have 3 1s. I'm going to gain 1 additional blood.
What do you use these blood for?
1 blood, I get to do 1 extra damage. 2 blood, I can remove them to get rid of a status effect. 3, I can draw
Oh.
2 cards. 4, I heal the amount of damage I dealt that turn.
I see. All right. Let's see. How many blood do you have now?
1. I am at 1
1.
blood. You can see it on my board.
All right. I'm gonna pay 1 CP, my 1 remaining, to cast Tippet, and I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that 1 to a 2, so you don't gain the blood.
You can only change it by 1 number.
Yeah, I'm gonna change one of your 1s to a 2, so you don't have 3 of a kind anymore.
Alrighty. I have been 2'd. Alright, so I am attacking you for 6. I guess we go to the defensive phase now.
Yeah. I prevent 3 of that damage.
Alright, so take 3. That gets you down to 36. And I will pass.
All right. I will roll for my status effects. They stay on and I take 2 damage.
Slow and steady, friends. Slow and steady. We're just going to chipper for 2 each turn.
Yeah, I mean, I did the slash to beach every turn.
Right?
All right.
Sometimes it's all you need.
I foresee this being the way that an angel versus vampire fight would go. So
Yeah. It's a game of inches. That's a direct quote from Dracula.
yeah.
I remember Gary Oldman saying that in the film.
Yeah.
All right.
It was in one of the revisions of the original manuscript.
Yeah. That's the director's cut.
1.5 inches. Blah.
I'm a vampire. I love to bleed.
All right. I'm going to pitch a card to get an extra CP. And then I'm going to roll some dice to attack Surge.
Yeah.
All right. What have I got here? 1, 3, 4, 6. Does that do anything? I mean, I'm dealing some I could gain flying and then deal 6 damage again. I should have used my flight to evade that last damage. Oh well.
Can you have more than 1 flight at a time? Or is it a max stack size of 1?
Stack limit 3.
Okay.
So that's actually pretty good.
How many levels of flight are you on?
Like what are 2,
Let's
my
see.
dude?
I'd re-roll this because it's not doing anything. What would I even get for it, though? I don't know. I think that's good. I'm standing there. Do you want to change my dice rolls at all, Surge?
I have no way to do
If you
that.
got a 2 on there, it'll be a small straight, I guess. You could.
Oh, that's true. All right. Do you guys mind if I do that to see if I can do
keep
that?
going, keep going.
Yeah.
Roll.
You have
RELX.
the rolls, right?
Yeah. That's a 1. And it's a 4. So I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to spend, I'm going to gain a flight and then spend a flight to see if I can make this unblockable damage.
Common pilot phrase there too.
What is it done? Nope. It is completely normal. You can block it if you would like to.
All right. We'll go to my defensive roll here. I've rolled 3 claws, which is enough for me to inflict 1 bleed to you, but you already have the max a number of bleeds.
Mm-hmm.
So I just take the full damage and nothing happens.
All right.
Which is how
Let's
much?
see. That is 6 damage.
All right. I go to 16. Holy moly.
Ay. Let's see.
I don't feel like my character's doing much in this fight other than just getting pummeled and trying to get blood.
In my
You're the one who
second
chose to
vein,
fight an angel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna discard.
What's your one weakness, vampire? Light. I'm gonna go fight this light being.
What's that?
I
Holy
can-
power? Yeah, I could deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna discard, and then I'm going to level up Holy Angelic Mantle right to level 3. So I still get 1 defense roll on blades. I now deal 3 undefendable damage. On wings, I gain flight. On 5 and a 6, I prevent damage, and I get 1 reroll on it.
That's
Heck
all
yeah.
on your defense step.
That's my defense.
Nice.
Powerful defense. Go ahead, Serge.
Alrighty, upkeep. I roll a d6 because I love to bleed. Good news. I love to bleed. I continue to bleed. I go to 15.
Oofa.
Then I gain a CP. I go up to 3 CP. I draw a card for the turn. Why would you
Hang on.
cost that much?
Chat, are you gambling on this?
Oh yeah, they have a prediction going on.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah. I think Sarah started it.
All right, I'm going to move to violence then. I'm going to move to violence.
The violence phase.
Oh, we've
Oh, no.
started with 3 eyes.
3 eyes.
Every time it's like 3 of something, like I have what I'm affectionately calling Benjamin Wheeler brain today, where it's just like all really weird referential humor based on like one stupid thing that someone says. So it's like Serge was like, I got 3 claws, and I was like, ow, ow, and you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. Like it's just like stuff like that. And it's just like terrible.
I love
So
that
I'm not
stuff.
saying it. I'm not saying it out loud, but just know it's there.
Yeah.
All right, I want you to know I've abandoned the blood strategy, chat. I'm getting pummeled here. We're going straight aggressive. I'm going to keep the claws. I'm going to re-roll the eyes.
That seems fair.
All right, 2 more eyes.
Or 2 more claws.
Sorry, 2 more claws. I have 1 more eye. I'm actually going to leave the 3 of a kind of ones, and let's see if I can get blood here. Blood. Ooh. All right, I have 5 claws,
Holy
4 of
moly.
which are the same. Kathleen, would you like to do anything to my roll?
No, I don't have any CP. But I would like to defend against it.
All right, so
Notice I upgraded my defense just for this.
you would be taking 8 damage, and on 3 of a kind, I do get another blood power.
That's all right. All right. I will be dealing. You know what? I could re-roll that, so I will. Oh, I will be preventing 2 of that.
All right, so take 6.
I'll take 6.
Second
Maybe I wanted
main.
to deal 3 damage to you.
Second main. Second main, this is fine. Second main, I'll just pass to you. Go ahead, friend.
All right. Let's see how much I like to bleed. A ton. I take 2
Yeah.
damage from that. I go to 26.
It's adding up.
It is. All right. I'm going to discard this card for 1 CP. And I'm going to move to my attack phase.
Ooh, all right, good.
All right. Let's see. That's quite a bit of damage. 2, 2, 2, and 5. Not very exciting. Let's see what I can do by re-rolling these 4 dice. Oh. All right, Surge.
Hello.
I've got a 2, 3, 4, 5 here, so I'm gonna
A
attempt
small straight.
to say I've got a small straight. Do you want
You
to change
know what?
that?
I have no ability to change that. F6.
Okay, cool. I know that you can, so I just wanted to check in
No,
with
no,
you.
that's fair. That's fair.
All right, so I'm going to deal 6 and roll 1 dice to see what else happens. I'm going to deal 7.
I can defend as normal?
Yes.
Great. All right, rolling 4 here. And I will send 1 bleed back at you. You who are maxed out on bleed. All right, so I just take 7. I go to 9. Or wait, I'm at 15. I think Paul missed 1 damage there.
Oh, oops, sorry. Or I might have missed your bleed there once, I guess.
So I go down to 6. I'm at 6. This is a little spooky.
All right. I'm going to go to my second main. I'm going to pay 2. Ugh. I'm going to remove all status effects from chosen player. That
Is it
chosen
me?
player is me.
Oh, man.
All right.
Fair enough.
Go ahead.
Okay, on my turn. Let's see how much I love to bleed. Survey says 4. I go to 5. All right.
I feel like
Now's the
dying
time to
from
ult.
blood loss would be quite humiliating for a vampire.
How dare you? You're right, but how dare
Self-inflicted
you?
blood loss.
All right, I'm going to discard a card to gain a CP.
Chat says we're way off on the amount of damage Surge is at. Like, Surge apparently should be at 7 now for some reason.
If you agree with that, Kathleen, then he
Well,
can
I don't.
accept.
I have
mean,
my
I
life
don't.
counter at 5. You know what? There's the sort of thing that if I approach a game of Magic and I have my life counter and both players are happy what's happening, we just leave it there.
Oh, Stephen. Okay, Stephen Strangle says that you subtracted 9 from your health when you took 7 for some reason.
All right.
All right,
Sure.
15 minus 7 damage. You're right. Thank you, chat. I didn't
All
know
right.
what was wrong,
All right,
but
if
I
it's
wanted to
basic
point it
math,
out.
that's fine. If it's like missed an ability, sure. Okay, now. I have a 4 CP spell I'm going to cast called Dark Omen.
Oh my.
Gain 1 Mesmerize, gain 2 Blood Power,
Oh my.
inflict bleed on Kathleen.
Ah.
It's back. You're always going to bleed. You're always going to bleed.
It's one of life's constants, son. My father once told me.
Always gonna bleed, son. So get busy living.
All right, Kathleen, we fight.
All right.
Oh, 2 attacks and a blood. Don't mind if we do. Don't mind if we do. Second roll. 3 attacks and a bleed. Mm-hmm. Final die roll. We're re-rolling this eye. I want a blood or a hand. All right. I have 4 attacks and a blood. That is going to deal 6 damage to you. I have locked in my roll. Do you respond?
I'm gonna defend.
All right.
I can prevent 2 damage of that. You know what? I'm going to try to reroll that. Excellent. Take 3 undefendable damage.
Okay, so I go to 4. You take 6 damage.
Yes.
All right,
I
now
go to 20.
in my main phase, I'm going to spend 4 blood, and I'm going to heal equal to the amount of damage I dealt that roll phase.
Ah!
So I did 6 to you, so I go back to 10.
Ooh, he's hanging on.
Good play.
Stabilizing. Then, for my final CP, for my final magic trick,
Wait, didn't you use
Blood Flow.
you used 4 to cast that spell? Didn't you? Did you have 5?
I had 5.
Oh, okay.
So I had 4 at the start of the turn, then I discarded a card to go to 5, and then I spent 4, leaving me at 1. Roll a d6, gain half that amount in blood. Round it up, I gain 2 blood.
Wow, nice.
And you know what? I'm going to use those 2 blood to remove a status effect for myself. I am no longer bleeding.
That seems fair.
Safe
What a
play.
turn! What a turn!
Good
What a
you
turn.
turn
go.
for Surge.
Seems like there's a lot of that in this game, just like these comeback sort of moments, and I kind of love that about it.
I
All right,
pass.
is it? All right, it's my go. All right, blood.
Blood.
I
Blood.
bleed. I go to 19.
I used 2 blood to stop the bleed. It's an interesting.
All right, I go to attacks.
All right. Yeah. Clot.
All right.
Ooh, you're on your way to that alt. We have yet to see an alt all day.
So much. All right.
4
Let's
does
see.
get you something cool too, though.
Yeah. Let's see. I've got 2 2s, 2 6s, and a 4. So like this is pretty good. So I think I'm gonna, because then if I get a 3, like I feel like re-rolling is 2. I'm really close to a Holy Smite, which is very good for me. It deals a bunch of undefendable damage possibly, and like I feel like I've not bad odds. Oh!
Got there.
All right, Surge. I'm gonna stand here unless you want to try to change this dice roll.
I do have the ability
Yes.
on a 5 or 6 to make you re-roll, so I'm going to spend my Mesmerize. I'm going to roll on a 5 or 6. You have to re-roll. I got a 6!
Oh
And
crap!
I think that shield, is that the most threatening
Okay.
one?
Yes. All right, I'm
Get
gonna
that
re-roll
shield
it.
out of there.
I got a 5. I have 1 roll left,
Correct.
don't I? So I'm gonna.
If you were
I'm gonna
interrupted,
roll.
yeah.
All right. Let's see. Have I got a 3 or a 6? This is not bad. So lucky.
Oh, it's
Pure
back!
luck. It's back. All right. I'm gonna do Holy Smite. So I'm gonna roll 4 dice.
Seems good.
All right. Let's see. All right. I gain a cleanse. That's good. I gain flight, so that's excellent. That's a second flight. And I deal 4 undefendable damage, and I inflict blinding light on you, Surge.
Wow. All right. I go to you do 4 damage?
Yes.
I go to 6.
All right.
That is an oofa and a doofa there, friend. Very good.
All right. How's cleanse work? All right. I'm going to discard my cleanse and that bleed status effect you just put on me.
So does it get rid of any one effect or all effects?
It gets rid of any one effect.
Okay. Goodbye, bleed.
A player with this token may discard it at any time to remove a single status effect from themselves.
All right.
All right.
And you have 2 flights or 1?
I have 2 flights now,
Okay.
Wow.
and I have
What's the stack limit on flights?
3.
See, I'm just pointing that out for chat.
And then you have blinding light, Surge.
I sure do.
So go ahead.
All right. Untap. I go to 1 combat. I'm no longer bleeding, so I go to 1 combat point. I draw for the turn. I think we have to go for it here. I think there's only one thing that we can do.
Go all out.
I'm sorry, Sensei. I have to go all out this one time.
The ninja drops in. Hey, hold on. That's
One blood.
That's my bit.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I should have checked the other numbers if I had something cool, but this is fine.
And the
All right.
samurai shows up. It's like, hey, hang on.
That's my bit.
Want to fight about it? Yeah.
Oh, this is the narrative.
I have a small straight, but that's not me going all out this one time, Sensei, is it?
Well,
Take all the dice and roll an ultimate.
Just do that.
Even the one that's already correct?
No. We leave the one. We leave the
yeah.
one.
sir.
Yeah, do the smart play. Pick up
All
4
right.
dice.
This one's for you, Twitch chat.
Here it is. Ready? I believe it.
Yeah. Oh.
I looked away for a second and I was like, no way.
Okay.
I can't
No
believe we did
way.
it.
I don't see the dice roll until Serge celebrates, so...
yeah, it could have been anything.
Hey,
All right.
Serge, you have
yes?
blinding light. So you can remove that token. It's done now.
Oh, hold on.
and
I'm
you got-
not done yet, though.
Okay. All right. Well, are you
It's
you
once I
done
lock
your...
in my rolls.
Yes, that's true.
So I got to believe in the heart of the cards, and then it could all fall apart. But we're just gonna pretend we're gonna move forward with the heart of the anime. All right, I'm gonna spend my last CP for samesies,
Oh.
You made that up.
and I'm gonna turn this 5 into a 6.
Okay.
And this is a rend, so claw, 6 deals 6
Oh.
damage. Then roll 3 dice, and we do other stuff. So I'm going to
Oh.
lock that in.
Okay. So
now
now,
I
you
have to deal with blinding light. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So the next. Okay. So roll 1 dice.
I rolled a 1.
On a 1, your offensive roll phase has no effect of any kind.
Oh, Jesus.
Yike. Well,
Ah, light, my only enemy. Whoever could have
So-
thought a vampire would be hard countered by an angel?
at least
So-
it's flavorful.
Yeah.
Yike.
Technically, Serge, if you had stood with whatever you had before, because you're still in your... You can use that orange card all the way up to the end of your roll phase. So, unless the blinding light triggers at the very end of your roll phase, does it?
It says after the next time a player afflicted with this token concludes their offensive roll phase.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay. Then, yeah, no, you spent your card at the right time. My apologies.
No worries. All right, I do nothing and pass.
All right. Hey, no blood.
What? But you love to bleed.
I do.
No, you're thinking of you.
Oh, that's right. I love to bleed.
All right. I'm gonna move to attack phase.
Uh-huh.
Oh. What is? Okay, I've got a 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. What does that get me? Nothing, but it's cool. You know what? I'm gonna keep these 3, 4, and 5, and I'm gonna re-roll these other 2 5s.
Go for either end, yeah.
Yeah. The Yachi strats here. All right. I'm pretty happy with another Holy Smite, unless Serge wants to change that.
No. Isn't it free to go for the 2? I have no mesmerize. I have no ability, and I'm at a CP. I have no way to mess with your stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
It's also a small straight if you...
That is a small straight. Oh, and I think I want to do a small straight because that deals 6 damage, and I can pop a flight token to try and make them it undefensible.
Uh-huh. All right. Good.
So I roll 2 dice. I got a 6 on either of these. Nope. Never mind.
All right. On my defense
Oh, wait.
roll. Wait.
Actually, hold on.
Okay. Holding on. You have another flight thing, don't you?
I can spend 1 CP. Beej, let me know if this works.
Yeah.
In my roll phase action phase to change one of my dice to a 6 to make that indefensible.
Oh, man. You get to tip a die to the yeah, I think that works.
Undefendable. I take
Undefen-
6. I'm at exactly 6. I think that's GG there, friend.
Look at that. Getting us out of here
Well
on
done.
time.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That was a close one.
Was
Good
it
job,
though?
Serge.
I think so. I think it could have went back and I think it went back and forth. It's just like it's the dice, you know?
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This was a very
Wow.
fun game. Beach, thank you for suggesting this. As far as like
yeah.
a remote game goes, this worked really
Yeah.
well. Like actually super well.
Yeah. Surprised me. Like I'm sure this will work. And then I started like reading about it as we're getting closer to the date. And I'm like, oh no, I screwed up. And then we talked about it a little more and was like, no, actually this comes together pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, like in terms of like the giving each other like tokens and stuff like that, like that happens all the time on like Magic streams and whatnot, right? So it's kind of like one of those things where of the things that we have to like share back and forth between each other, that's so minor, you know.
Right.
So like this, I think this works very, very well. So who knows? Maybe we'll do it again in the future.
Absolutely.
Also, congrats to the people that
That one, yeah.
that won. Enjoy
Good
your
neck and
channel
neck bet,
points
too.
Yeah.
And thank you actually to everybody who came out tonight. This has been kind of a stealth AFK here on Crossing the Streams on the Loaded Ready
Don't
Run
tell.
Uber Entertainment Network. What a fun time I had tonight, getting a chance to play a little more Dice Throne again. That's super exciting. And you can go buy that at Roxley Games and all the other board game stores, I think, carry this. I want to thank them again, actually, Roxley, for sending us the new Dice Throne Adventures game and the Season 1 re-rolled for us, and like all this stuff. It's been a blast to be able to play this over the years. Let's thank anybody who subscribes to our YouTube memberships. That's awesome. Thank you for doing that. Anybody who backs us on Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Seen a lot more of you lately popping in. I get the messages every time one of you joins. There's been a lot of you recently, so thank you so much for that. And we should talk about what's coming up next before we thank subs. I believe that's how this works.
Typically, yeah.
Yeah, we got LRR MTG coming up
Woo, woo, woo.
on Thursday. James or Graham or Adam or some combination of two of those three people, or maybe all three, or maybe somebody
Or
else.
maybe you and me, Paul, like last time.
Who knows?
There's going to be some Magic playing. Somebody's going to be playing it. Presumably, it won't be just the computer playing itself. It
Do
should
we
be
have
super
that
fun.
technology?
And then on Thursday evening, it is going to be Tinker Tailor Solder Fry, where Ian is going to be putting together a nifty new Lego set, which now, Beej, has this mail time actually been released yet, or is this a spoiler for a future mail
This is
time?
probably a spoiler.
For a future mail time,
Yeah.
Ian, as I think we talked about in Dice Friends, calling it's a gentleman thief doesn't actually narrow, like that's actually a very common, there's a lot of gentleman thieves out there, but
It's true.
Ian's favorite gentleman thief, I think you can probably guess who it is.
Oh, I
Robin
can
Hood.
guess. Yeah, I know exactly who it is.
Yeah. Carmen
It's Jack
Sandiego.
Nothing says Ian like Carmen Sandiego, truly.
Yeah, classic Ian.
Classic gentleman thief.
Where on earth could he be? We never know.
And then on Friday, I am going to be continuing my playthrough of Death Stranding. It continues to be super fun to carry stuff around and occasionally run into Hideo Kojima. Basically, it's like you're just playing like this game, and then Hideo Kojima comes over and it's like, "Hey, I want to tell you some weird stuff for a bit. Is that okay?" Actually, the last episode, or this morning, I spent some time in a very small shower stall with Guillermo del Toro. So that was cool.
Okay, it was him. I tuned in for like very briefly this morning, and I was just like, "Is that Guillermo del Toro?" And then I
Yeah.
was like, "You
Yep.
know what?" And yeah, I'm just gonna let this.
We were we were wearing clothes, but the shower
Yeah.
was going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kojima has so many friends.
it's true. And then later on Friday, it's Checkpoint, where we're going to be doing some video game news stuff. And then it's going to be Friday Night Paper Fight, where we're going to be playing some Gladiator on Magic Arena. So, lots of cool stuff coming up. LoadingReadyRun.com/live is the place to go to see the full schedule. And now we can thank all the awesome people who subscribed during the stream.
Awesome.
Yay!
That little muffin go.
Roman
John
Goro.
Dare got the 84 months.
Yeah, and one of our wonderful mods, Roman Goro.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Not the Penguins. Again, it's 53 months of being relieved that it's not them, but eventually they'll show up.
Hey, Stormtheus, thank you so much for that gift sub, friend. Appreciate the generosity.
Hey, Coreflux has been here exactly 1 year. Thank you.
Oh, and there's another year actually, Bound to Asgard.
Is that a JoJo reference, Beach?
I think it's yeah. It's part 7.
Everything.
Yeah.
I love the Asgard arc. It's right up there when they're standing for cheese quacks.
I haven't seen that season. Smith Kurosaki tells me it's good, though.
In the future. Look at all these people. Thank you so much for showing up.
Hey, Magical Attack Gecko definitely sounds like a Eureka, like, robot that would do fighting and such. There's Ben's anime reference.
Yeah.
Nice.
Eureka 7. Remember that show, kids?
No.
Yeah, it's right up there with my favorite shows, like R2-D2's solo show Rocks 24.
That sounds good, though.
It's just him jamming.
It's just like R2-D2 getting into space mischief. I think I'd watch that.
Thank you, the Seg, for your 5 years of support.
Wow.
Everybody else in Star Wars has got a spin-off.
Yeah, it's about
God, they
time
put-
that they got into.
They put so much vintage Star Wars animation up on Disney Plus. Oh, and thank you for 1,816 bits from E-Block, Coreflux, Banrail, Not Cain nor Abel, and Zento69 and Pharaoh Bender 27.
Woo!
Woo! Thanks, everybody.
Take
That was
care.
super fun.
Stay
Thank you.
safe. Get a vaccine because that's important.
It is super important.
Wait, it's that easy? Can I just go?
No, not where we live.
Hey, some
Yes.
internet guy told me that I could get a vaccine now.
Yeah.
Soon.
Given the option, have one. Have a couple, in fact.
Have one for us.
All right. Bye.
But until next time, take care.
Good night.